Every single time, every single crime, every single lie, early life. Every single hour, every single day, every single night, early life. I know it's hard to believe it's the whole forest, not one tree, and it's every branch and leaf. They're born to deceive, but I'm telling you the truth. It's not just one or two, it's every single Jew. They all hate you, and it really breaks my heart. But their lies are off the charts, and they only bring us harm. You gotta get smart. So if you want to be safe and don't want to get replaced, it's best you start being based, or you'll get erased. Every single time, every single crime, every single lie, early life. Every single hour, every single day, every single night, early life. I know it's hard to accept that all the ones you've met lie with every single breath. They want you dead, but you must not be weak. Just open your eyes and see they always exploit the meek. See their vampire teeth, and it can make you cry to learn your life was full of lies and their face was a disguise. But you must hide. So if you want to live and protect all of your kin, you have to grow thick skin, or we won't. Every single time, every single crime, every single lie, early life. Every single hour, every single day, every single night, early life.
It's not my fault that I have to do this. You only pick on me because I'm Jewish. Stop being a jealous loser and go get a job. I can do what I want because I'm chosen by God. If I don't run your media, someone else will. If I don't edit Wikipedia, someone else will. If I don't
responsible for it all? Is it the Jews or is it really me? Tell me the truth so I can be set free. What do you see when staring back at your reflection? Are you proud or ashamed? Do you claim to see perfection? The mirror does not lie, yet you have the wrong answer. You're a liar that demands respect. Such arrogance is cancer. You lie like a Jew to comfort your troubled soul, afraid of taking responsibility, refusing to grow old. You need to wake up, you still think this is a game. Why would anyone fear a child who's afraid of names? Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's responsible for it all? Is it the Jews or is it really me? Tell me the truth so I can be set free. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's responsible for it all? Is it the Jews or is it really me? Tell me the truth so I can be set free. Who put the golden cuffs on you if not yourself? Who offered up their wrists for promises of comfort and wealth? But you know they are lies, fantasies that keep you in place. The lies that you repeat, which help enslave your race. Nobody respects a coward, no one kneels to a boy. No playtime for you, go to your room you little boy. Want to be free, I'll tell you what to do. Next time you look in the mirror, accept the damn truth. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's responsible for it all? Is it the Jews or is it really me? Tell me the truth so I can be set free. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's responsible for it all? Is it the Jews or is it really me? Tell me the truth so I can be set free. This
Yalla, 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 yalla!
This is what you get for all your evil deeds. Boom, 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 boom. Tel Aviv, you brought this upon yourself. It's your time to bleed.
Coco Punch!
Boom, boom, Tel Aviv, this is what you get for all your evil deeds. Boom, 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 boom. Tel Aviv, you brought this upon yourself. It's your time to bleed.
Fatality.
All right, guys, and we are live. What's up? Welcome to the stream. We are live. Today is Thursday, September 4th. We are out here in this dark-ass room, which I'm turning lights on right now. What's up, guys? Welcome, man. Started a little bit later today. Guys, I'm seriously contemplating starting the shows at night because I'm just not a morning person. Not that 5 o'clock is morning time, but it's because after I do after hours, guys, it is really hard for me to sleep several hours after. So I'm debating whether I should move the show time back. Because I do think if I move the show time back to 8 or 9, I'd have more energy and it'd be better in general. But I'll figure something out. But either way, welcome to the stream, guys. You guys enjoyed that little DJ section there? DJ Falafel showed up to the house, said some shit in Arabic, and I don't know what he said. But yeah, no. But there's just something I'm considering, guys. Is starting a little bit later. The only thing that sucks is that we do Fresh and Fit at 8. So if I did do it, it would be shout out to Mike Byrne with the 5 gifted. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you greatly, man. If I did do it, it would be 8 or 9 p.m. start on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then it would have to be a 5 or a 6 p.m. start Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But I think having different start times depending on the day is kind of annoying. It's probably hard for you guys to keep up with that shit. So that's why I had picked the 5 o'clock time before. But if it were up to me, bro, I'd make every episode a fucking night train. We'd be starting late and we'd be, But yeah, that's kind of what it is. But just something I'm kind of figuring out. Let me go ahead and read some of these chats, by the way, as well. Got a lot to cover today, guys. Got a lot to cover today. It's going to be a good day, ninjas. It's going to be a good day. Let's see here. So I got some super chats here as well that I need to read. So Kala Mummy on Entropy says, we have people paying to go to festivals that can't afford a car, 304 is running rampant, and a culture that hates the grind. Do you work 5 to 10 years? Do you think 5 to 10 years, the people like you and I who grind out and self-improve will stand out more than we do now? Yeah, I mean, guys that grind always stand out, bro. Guys that grind always stand out. You know what I mean? Because most guys would rather just sit there and make enough money to live and that's it. They don't care about making anything extra because that requires more work. George says, what's good, Fear? Now you have yourself a potential Egyptian wife go along with Iraqi one. WSS, okay. Ian, well, I'll tell you this. I will tell you how this. So what I've been doing, right, and I think you guys kind of know this. If you want to learn a language, one of the best ways to learn that language is by speaking it, right? Or forcing yourself to utilize it by going to that country, right? One thing with Miss Iraqi is that she's Arab, right? So she speaks fluent Arabic. So I practice and we talk in Arabic pretty much. And it's crazy how many words have come back to me and my ability to communicate again. Because it's something that I knew, like English is my first language, but, excuse me, English is my first language, but, you know, I do think it's very important to learn another language. Hey, shout out to the Shift podcast with the 40 gifted. Thank you so much, bro. One of the real ones that watches the show and shows love, man. Thank you so much, bro, for showing some love. But yeah, anyway. So that's what I'm thinking about. That's what I've been doing is like practicing my Arabic. I'm getting pretty good conversationally. I think anyone that speaks Arabic will probably be able to understand anything I say. What I need to work on is, you know, being able to better understand. Because the thing with me is I speak really broken Arabic with like not that many conjugations and shit like that. So people will understand me, but it's hard for me to understand other people because people weave words together and they speak fast. So it's kind of hard for me to understand. So, but yeah, the goal, for those that are wondering, because I've had to clarify this a few times, the goal here is to get my Arabic to a point where it's so good that I can watch Arab news and translate it for you guys. Does that make sense? Because unfortunately, Western media, even Al Jazeera, you're not going to get the real deal Holyfield watching English-speaking Western media. You need to watch Middle Eastern media, right, to really understand what the hell's going on. So that's one of the reasons too. I think I'll be able to give you guys way better analysis if I spoke and understood the language very fluently. It would just be better political analysis in general, right? So that's something that I'm thinking about doing. But guys, I do want to say this though. I do want to say this, right? You guys that watch me here on the debrief, you guys know we do a lot of political commentary, right? A lot of foreign policy on this channel. We cover a lot of foreign policy. We cover red pill topics. But I'll say one of the things that we are unique and very good at is we give really good analysis of Middle Eastern foreign policy. I think there's not that many guys that do good Middle Eastern foreign policy, right? Besides like me and my guy Nick. I truly do think that we're better than everybody else, right? Shout out to Nick Fuentes. But notice how we had that girl from Egypt yesterday. What have I been telling you guys for almost a year now? I told y'all, everyone in the Middle East is red-pilled on, right? I told y'all this. Yo, everyone in the Middle East, regardless of religion, where they're from, they're all aware of this shit. Like, we're years late to the rest of the Middle East, right? That Egyptian girl on the show, what does she do? Within 5 minutes of introducing herself, she's already talking about the Cookie Monster event being a scam, right? She's talking about, you know, Top H's book, My Struggle, if you know what I'm saying. Right? So, and I didn't prompt her. She just, like, random girl, 23 years old from Egypt, she already knew what time it was. I didn't prompt her to say any of that stuff. She just knew. So, and I think that's one of the most honest displays for you guys to vindicate what I've been telling y'all when I say, bro, everybody in the Middle East, all right? Christian, Muslim, doesn't fucking matter. They are all aware of the evils of Israel, bro. You know what I mean? Like, you guys see how there's this great noticing going on right now in America where people are starting to challenge the Zionist lobby and, you know, where they're criticizing the Israeli government for the tragedy they've been committing against the Palestinians. Bro, everybody in the Middle East been that way for decades, bro. So it was really interesting to have someone from the region come on stream and tell y'all what I've been telling y'all for like over a year now, that everyone is red-pilled on this topic over there. And the other crazy part too, just to add a little bit more, you know, credence to it. Don't forget, guys, Egypt is an ally of Israel. A lot of people like don't know that, right? Egypt is actually an ally of Israel. Back in 1978, they signed something called the Camp David Accords, okay? And the Camp David Accords, guys, basically gave back the Sinai Peninsula to the Egyptians that Israel had taken after the 1967 war. And in return, Egypt recognized them, right? It's like a peace negotiation, essentially. So Israel retreated, gave back the Sinai Peninsula. It ended their fucking beef with the whole Suez Canal. And ever since, Egypt has been an ally of Israel. As a matter of fact, I think Egypt and Jordan are like Israel's number one for foreign aid, and I think Egypt and Jordan are like 2 and 3. And the reason why this is very important for you guys to understand is because geographically, okay, I'll show you all this on the map real fast, just so you guys really know what I'm talking about here. The reason why the United States pays these guys to play nice is going to all make sense when I show you guys this on the map. So, okay, here's Egypt, right? Here's the Middle East, as you guys can see, right? Here's the Middle East. Okay, some people include Sudan and Egypt into it. I typically do, but others don't. Whatever, it doesn't matter, right? And Libya and all these other countries. I typically consider it the Middle East as well, or the Levant, whatever you want to call it. Either way, here's Cairo, right? So after the 1967 war, Israel took all this shit right here, bro. Okay, this peninsula right here. This is called the Sinai Peninsula, right? But after the 1978 Camp David Accords, Israel gave this back in basically a land for peace type negotiation. Now, so as you can see, to Israel's south is Egypt, because here's the border, right? Because like literally Gaza is right here. Boom. But this is Egypt. Then, if you look to their east, Jordan is right here, right? So strategically, the United States bribes Jordan and Egypt to play nice with Israel, because if you bribe them, now what? You don't have to worry about them constantly attacking Israel, okay? Now, they tried this with the Lebanese, and the Lebanese said, Allahu Akbar! Or as we would say in Arabic, the Lugnanis. So they tried this with them, and to this day, they still have beef, right? And then also, Israel occupies this area here too, called the Golan Heights. It's technically Syria, but it's being occupied by the Israelis. After the 1967 war, they've been here, okay? So why is this important? Well, Miss Egypt from yesterday, as you guys know, is from Cairo. Egypt is an ally of Israel. But that's where it ends. Politically, they're allies, but the people hate Israel. So the government recognizes Israel, they do business, and they get paid by us for playing nice. But the constituents, the voter base, the people dislike Israel because of what they're doing to Palestinians, right? Because a lot of Palestinians, guys, are Egyptian too. Okay? Jordanian, like this part of the Arab world right here, Egyptians, Jordanians, right? And Palestinians, they're all very similar, extremely similar. So anyway, that's a little, give me ones in the chat if that makes sense. But yeah, I figured I'd give you guys a little history lesson there and talk about the that funny part of the show yesterday. Because I did not tell her what to say, bro. She just came out of nowhere with that shit. I was like, oh, shit. And shout out to the Ship Podcast again. The 80 gifted, bro. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that, bro. I really, really appreciate that, man. You guys help ninjas like me stay on air, and I really appreciate that, bro. Okay, what else do we got here? Let me read through these chats, and we're going to get into the news. All right, George says, 27 says, what's good for your, now you have yourself, oh, no. I'm not going to do anything there, bro. Okay, Ian says, Egyptian girl last night was funny as fuck for the mustache man comments and talking about them boys. W fresh for that elephant brain. Fuck that dumb bitch. Prime example why you got to watch out for these scandalous females. Yeah, bro, that shit was crazy, bro. I did not know that was her. Shout out to DPG with the 45 gifted. Shout out to you, DPG. I appreciate that greatly, man. You guys can see whenever he donates, Mordecai pops up on screen. Oh, shit, Mordecai's back. Thank you very much, bro. Thank you, DPG, again, with the 90 and Shift podcast. Thank you guys so much, bro. Guys like you, honestly, all you YouTube guys, you guys should be thanking DPG, Shift, all the guys that like are big supporters of the show, Castle Club Clan, all you guys that rock all the time. You guys should thank them, bro, because they are literally the reason why I'm able to still stream on YouTube for you guys. So, shout out to y'all, man. You know, because my job is I'm trying to really educate y'all about this region of the world, which is like, you know, a forgotten part of the world and why it's so important, right? We've been wasting time in this region for like the past 30 to 40 years. Bro, we need to start focusing on fucking China, bro. As you guys know, yesterday, I went on like a rant about why we're fucking so dumb to be wasting our time in this fucking region, right? For Israel, when we should really be over here focusing on these niggas, bro. China, India, right? Russia. Like, dude, literally, the Indians, the Chinese, and the Indians, Chinese, and the Russians got together like a couple of days ago, and they had a big summit, bro. Trump's tariff policy has kind of alienated India. China's getting stronger and stronger. And I got idiots in the chat telling me, "Oh, bro, why does it matter? Their parade is fake. It's AI." I'm like, all right, bro. That hubris is gonna get us fucking killed. You know, that arrogant American attitude of we don't need to worry about China is ridiculous, bro. If you love this country, which I do, I truly do, you would call out this bullshit and say, "Yo, we need to get our shit together, bro." China's starting to lop us in so many different ways. Someone said, "Bro, getting paid by China or not?" Niggas retarded. Do you not realize that I'm criticizing China, idiot? If I was getting paid by... Nigga, I don't want China to win. What the fuck are you talking about? Nigga said you get paid by... Nigga, I don't want them to win. You think I want to be fucking ruled by a bunch of Chinamen? You stupid ass nigga. I'm saying this shit because I want us to fucking continue to be the hegemony in the world. Retard. God damn, some of y'all niggas are stupid in the YouTube chat, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you? Smooth brain fucking idiot. If I was a Chinese agent getting paid by China, I'd be telling y'all how lit it is, how awesome it is. I need to go. Yeah. Look at Shanghai. Look how beautiful it is. No. I'm watching fucking speed stream, looking at Shanghai saying, fuck. These niggas are catching up. We got to cut them down a peg. The fuck out of here, man. Question my patriotism, you dickhead. I put my life on the line for this country. Last thing I fucking want is for us to get overthrown by a bunch of Chinamen, nigga. Dumbass. Anyway. TJ says, another day, another JQ. What's up, Myron? Oh, still sucks. Good evening, Myron, OSS, and broke YouTube bitches. W stream. Yo, streaming while pouring a bridge deck in Cincinnati. Thanks for hanging out with me at work, OSS and Myron. Okay, shout out to you, OU. Y'all, boom. Okay. Mo Ali says, free Palestine. Yep. Mo Ali with the another picture. Pim Rogers. Myron, that Egyptian girl last night's show after was pretty base. Too bad she wasn't into polygamy. You could have had her as well. You niggas are funny, bro. Okay, Robin Kobe. Hey, Myron, when's the big wedding? Damn, man. Come on, man. Okay, Robin Kobe. All right. Vigor says, I agree, Myron. Let's start doing night trains, the motherfucker down to Marco. Yeah, I'm thinking about it, man. Just Randy says, hey, Myron, I think you should definitely do different time slots for the quality of the show. People will adjust. Okay. Yeah, the thing is that a lot of you guys like the 5 p.m. time, bro. So that's kind of what I'm wrestling with. A lot of y'all like that 5 p.m. time slot. I'll do a poll on OSS. Trunk Silver says, bro, I was halfway watching Passion of Christ and Crying in Signs, then I saw the notification that you're going live, then the music came in. Reem says, DJ Falafel, let's fucking go. Hey, bro, you know it. Working on his, Sabrina says, working on O/, yep. Oh, y'all want to see, you guys want to see a little bit of Frank training? Check this out. Tomorrow's going to be the year anniversary since we've had Frank. Tomorrow's going to be the 1 year anniversary. So, Angie sent me this. And as you guys know, me and Angie aren't together anymore. But we share Frank. And she's been fantastic at taking care of him, you know, taking him to school and everything else like that, right? Because when you're not a dumbass, right, and you treat people good, typically you're able to end things very amicably. So let me show y'all this right here. What this? She sent me this shit. All right, let me show y'all this real fast. Hold on, I'm sending the video to myself so I can pull it up for you guys. Give me 1 sec. This is Frank training. Today, I think this comes from today.
What?
All right, hold on. I'm going to pull this up for you guys right now.
Watch.
Watch. Watch. Watch. Watch. Watch. Watch. Pack him. 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 Good boy. Out. Out. Right. Out. Pack him. Pack him. Pack him. Yes. Pack him. Pack him. Pack him. Yes. Pack him. Pack him. Yes. Sos bra. Pack him. Sos bra. Pack him. Yeah.
Let's go, Frank, baby. Let's go, Frank. Let's go, Frank. And there you guys go. He's been in school for what? Maybe 2 weeks? You know what I mean? He's been in there for like 2 weeks, bro, and he's already fucking, you know. And guys, the reason why this is so interesting is because, as you guys know, Frank is extremely, extremely calm, very chill temperament, doesn't bark, doesn't bite, right? But we're teaching him how to, you know, if needed, we're teaching him how to turn on that deterrent dog, you know, mindset. So when she sent me this video, I was like, fuck it, oh shit, let's go. And yeah, but basically, guys, the person that's training him trains like canines, like police canines, all that shit. So, because I know a lot of you guys were making fun of me. Oh, Myron, border collies aren't for protection, bro. They're not guard dogs, bro. Hey, well, you niggas must not know Frank, okay? Frank learns a bunch of shit, and he's very smart. That's how he was able to pick this shit up in just a couple of weeks. This is nuts. Because his temperament is so calm, so the fact that they're teaching him this is wild to me.
Watch.
Watch. Watch.
And if you guys remember, when I had him here the other day, I was saying watch, and he was barking and looking around. Now, he's starting to learn how to bite. So they're making him better, day by day. This is another dog that he's training with.
Watch. 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 Pack him. Pack him.
And yes, they teach the dogs commands in German, which makes it even funnier, by the way.
Pack him. Pack him. Pack him. Pack him.
So that's his dog. This is the trainer's dog, right? So he has his dog trained with Frank. Because this guy has a Belgian Malinois, and he has this dog right here.
Pack him. Good boy. Out. Out. Right. Out. Pack him. Pack him. Pack him. Yes. Pack him. Pack him. Pack him. Yes. Pagan. Pagan. Yes, sos bra. Pagan. Sos bra. Pagan. Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm so fucking proud, bro. All right. All right. But yeah, that's what Frank's been doing, guys. So I know you guys haven't seen him as much, but he's been going to school every day, bro, doing that. So Andy's been taking him to school every day, and she gives me updates on what's going on. So that's all awesome. All right, so where were we? Okay, let me finish reading chats. We're all over the place right now. We're covering Middle Eastern foreign policy, dogs, World War II and shit, German. Keon Blake, I asked this the other day, and you kind of breezed by it, but I understand controlling the cadence of the show. Is it possible if you can elaborate on why Australia is so pro-J? Bro, it's because they're very similar to us in the United States. The reason why is because a small portion of them holds an incredible amount of wealth and influence in their parliament. It's as simple as that. Similar thing to United States, England, Canada. They have huge representation within the government, bro. And this is all the first world, the Five Eye countries. Shaq says, what's up, Myron? Not to sound like a broken record, but have you watched any of the videos I sent? If so, what are your thoughts on it? Which videos, bro? TJ says, also, Myron, did you see that bogus $45 million deal Google made with Crashout to spread propaganda? Bro, yes, I tweeted about that shit. Matter of fact, let me pull that up for y'all real quick. I'm gonna put that in the queue because that's actually fucking crazy. That this probably no one's gonna even pay attention to it. But yes, I commented on it yesterday on Twitter, bro. Let me put this shit in the queue. All right. Y'all see Officer Tatum interview BB? Yes, I saw it just dropped today. We're gonna react to that too. Bubble 2 Gumpy says, yo, Myron, will you be doing a table stream Friday? I'm here in Miami for BMC Gunclave. Would love to meet you. It depends if I can get the corner, bro. We might not be able to do it because I just texted my guy now. Primetime 555 says, shout out Myron about Owen Shroyer for noticing. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. Resilience. In Iran, China, and Russia team up. We're in trouble. They've already low-key been helping each other. Yeah. TJ, I've been away from the streams for a few days, but first thing I hear upon return is YouTube niggas saying dumb comments again. Hey, bro, it is what it is. Dancing Israeli says, you're 100% correct. The U.S. parade only had 6,000 of the 2 million active duty plus reserves, but it's reflective of how incompetent the government currently is. Yes, that's what I'm saying, bro. Fat, not marching in order and shit. Luis says, this is what Yuri Bezmenov talked about. How far are we from the indefinite normalization period? Is it too late or are we cooked? We got a correct course now. J-Mont says, let's face it, Myron, India has been drawing closer to Russia and China during the feeble Biden administration. This has little to do with Trump. If anything, Trump has put the brakes on their collaboration. Yeah, I mean, look, it's a slow process, but doing the tariff shit doesn't help. Especially since he's not implementing the tariffs the way they're supposed to be implemented. So the problem with the tariffs, right? The tariffs is a good idea on paper, but the issue is that Trump is using it to garner diplomatic leverage. Does that make sense? So the tariffs are supposed to be to bring trade back so that we can make things and create more of a manufacturing industry. But Trump isn't using the tariffs to do that, because if you were to use it that way, which is the appropriate way to do it, you would be, it would take years to implement. You know, bringing jobs back to America and building factories takes way more than 4 years or one presidential term. We're talking about a decade plus to actually implement it correctly. But Trump's not using the tariffs to bring back trade to America. Rather, he's using the tariffs as a political tool to force diplomacy on countries. Does that make sense, Chad? So he's using it as a leverage negotiating tool, not as a tool for what it's really supposed to be, which is a mandate to create more infrastructure so that we can come back, so we could go back to building things like we did before in the World War II era. And I think this is very important. And I haven't seen anyone else fucking say that before. Everyone that's critical of the tariffs, everyone that talks about the tariffs, etc., I've never seen them make this distinction. It's actually very frustrating. So thank you to, let me give you a fucking shout out, bro. Jmont124, thank you for asking that question, bro. Because this has been in the back of my mind and I haven't heard any fucking political commentator really mention about this shit, about what the tariffs are supposed to actually do versus how Trump is using them. Trump is using them in the totally wrong way. Like, basically, to give y'all an analogy, Trump is basically using, like, Trump is using he's using a steak knife, a sharp-ass steak knife, to spread fucking cream cheese on a bagel. Does that make sense? Right? He should be using a butter knife to do this shit, but he's using a fucking steak knife. Completely unnecessary and dangerous to a degree. That's how Trump is using the tariff policy. He's weaponizing it, which I understand sometimes weaponizing your leverage works in negotiations and forces people to exercise meeting you in the middle ground for more diplomacy. But the problem with that is America isn't the sole hegemony anymore. There's other options for these countries. It used to be, after World War II, we were the pinnacle of power. Winston Churchill famously said this post-World War II. The United States is the pinnacle of world power, right? But as the decades have progressed, and we've lost our manufacturing industry, we've lost our influence, debt has went up, which I would attribute to a lot of these fucking wars, which we're going to talk about this in a little bit here in a second too. Anna Kasparian and Ben Shapiro debate each other. We got a good show planned for y'all tonight, by the way, right? But as we've continued to kind of increase our debt, lose our influence, lose our manufacturing. Shout out to Robin Kobe with a gifted sub. Thank you. Right? Our adversaries like Russia and China have gotten stronger. So when we do shit like the tariff policy and use it as a weapon instead of an actual economic stimuli to bring jobs back, that's a problem. Right? Trying to negotiate with certain nations while having a knife to their throat probably isn't going to get them to want to work with you long term. And anything they do, agree to with you is going to be coerced. And if another power comes in, it could give them a better deal, they're going to go with them. They're only tolerating us because we got the power now. Does that make sense? And I haven't seen enough people talk about this. It's crazy to me how I turn on political commentators. Nobody's talking about this problem. Anyway, J-Mon, thank you for asking me the question, though. I've really been wanting to get that off my chest for a while, but I haven't had an opportunity to talk about tariffs, so thank you for bringing out that really good question. But that's my take on it. Give me ones in the chat if you guys agree. Give me twos if you guys disagree. And if you disagree, give me a 2 and say why. I'm always open to learning new shit, or if you want to add something. But we haven't talked about tariffs for a while now, so give me, if you guys agree with me as far as like Trump weaponizing this shit and causing problems versus what it's really for. Or if you disagree, give me a 2 and then tell me why you disagree. On discussions like this, I love to get y'all feedback. Some of you guys are economists. Some of you guys, this is your profession, crunching numbers and all this other shit. Rick Young says tariffs are a leverage target. Bro, that's literally what I just said. Yo, were you paying attention, Rick Young, on Rumble chat? The guy literally said that he's using it as a leverage tactic. All right. Hey, Myron, I'm the paid magician on Instagram and would love to get in touch with you about building my coaching business. What's the best way to reach you? Instagram, but what are you looking for? Like coaching, like one-on-one? I'm not cheap, man. I'll be honest with you, bro. I don't do consultations like that anymore because I put my price up. 2, I like having other world leaders on their back foot. Okay. Vaxxed. I see you on the Rumble chat saying you like, okay. So you want, definitely not Burner says 2. He's also using tariffs to take us out of debt. Okay, that's fair. But bro, the tariffs are never going to make up the money of the 29 or 30 trillion or whatever the fuck we owe. We're never going to make that money back up, bro, with just tariffs. One thing no one ever talks about is China having multiple bases, research stations in Antarctica. They're also building more nuclear weapons, which is concerning. I'm happy as fuck that you started talking about China because I've been bringing them up to people the past 2 years about how dangerous and advanced China is, / has become. But these fucking idiots look at me like I'm crazy. Bro, I'm telling, strong nerve, Don DeMarco for you, nigga. Bro, it's like, I don't know what the fuck it is. If you talk about China's rising power, niggas immediately put you in like the conspiracy They put you like in the tinfoil hat region. It's fucking weird. Like, I could go ahead and say, oh, the world is flat. Okay? The world is flat. We never landed on the moon. Right? Epstein's alive. His body double's running around in fucking Africa. Tupac is alive. He's in Cuba. Right? Like, if I say anything like that, no one will care. Right? They might even agree. Oh, yeah, I heard about that conspiracy theory. Yeah, bro, there's a lot of fucking, yeah, man, definitely it happened. But then I go ahead and I say, yo, China's getting a bit too strong. Look at you, you conspiracy theorist. Are you a Chinese bot Asian? Bro, it's kind of why I've been reluctant to bring it up all this time. I've known about China's bullshit since I was a fucking agent with Homeland Security, bro. That's what red pilled me on Chinese. Working in federal law enforcement, red pilled me on Chinese. I don't think I've ever told y'all niggas a story, have I? Is it fucking story time? Might be story time. All right, story time, niggas. I'm gonna tell you guys the story of how I got red pilled on Chinese. The Chinese. The year is 2018, Miami, Florida. At the time, I had just transferred over to the Miami field office when I was working for Homeland Security Investigations, right? At the time, I had started doing a case that focused on the illegal smuggling of drugs, aliens, which is, illegal aliens. That's the term we use in the INA to describe illegal immigrants, migrants, right? And weapons, right? Now, it's a complex case with many different players, but what you guys need to know is simply this. We had a target in South Florida, we had a couple of targets in the Bahamas, and we had targets in China, right? And this smuggling organization, right, the guy, there was two main players. So there was a guy in Miami and there was another guy in the Bahamas, a couple guys in the Bahamas. And what these guys would do is they would facilitate the illegal importation of migrants and drugs. Now, they would utilize this smuggling organization to smuggle the shit. Now, the Chinese side, right, what they would do is they would smuggle illegal Chinese into the United States, utilizing this Miami/Bahamian Connect, all right? Now, the reason why, or what got me red pilled on the fucking Chinese, was the Chinese, and a lot of people don't know this, are all over the Caribbean, okay? Any of my Jamaican guys, any of my guys from the Bahamas, Virgin Islands, whatever, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. And I didn't get red pilled on this until I got on the job. There is an enormous amount of Chinese influence in the Caribbean, guys, and no one talks about it, right? So when I was investigating my case, and I'm not going to go into crazy detail here because I don't know if the case is still active and I don't want to disclose shit, but what I will tell you guys is simply this. Chinese government officials that were working in the Caribbean were working alongside the smuggling organization to get these Chinese into the United States. Now, you have to ask yourself, why the fuck does the Chinese government care so much about getting some random guys from China into the United States and facilitating their smuggling through the Caribbean? Because if you can make it to the Caribbean, you're like 90% of the way there. All you got to do is use a boat from Bimini, Bahamas, to get into Miami. It's not far, right? Couple fucking nautical miles at that point. Bimini to Miami. So you got Chinese officials facilitating the illegal smuggling of these aliens into the United States. And also on top of that, these illegal aliens, guys, these Chinese are paying like 50 to 60K cash to come to the United States. That's the average going rate to be smuggled into the United States from China, right? So if they're paying all this money and you got government officials facilitating them coming to the United States, what does that tell you? I'll tell you what that tells you. A bunch of these individuals are here to collect information and collect intelligence for who? China. Because one of the things that China does and even my critics will agree with me on this one, right? China's bread and butter is stealing technology. That's what they do. They steal our technology, they take it back to China, and they reverse engineer it, right? They're very good at this, and they've been doing it for a very long time. Russians do it too, and the Israelis do it as well. But China is notorious for stealing our shit, bootlegging it, and making a Temu version or adding on to the infrastructure that we have. So they'll steal some military schematics. They'll build the product, and then they'll add to that product, because the hardest part is getting the infrastructure down when you're like using weapons and technology. Once you have the infrastructure down, you can add to that. That's what they steal from us. So basically, I was investigating a criminal organization that was facilitating the illegal smuggling of tens of thousands of Chinese nationals into the United States, and they were supported by the Chinese fucking government to do so. So though a bunch of these migrants are probably just dudes that want to open up a fucking chopstick store somewhere, a bunch of them are also Chinese intelligence assets that want to come to the United States to collect information. That's when I started to get red-pilled on the Chinese, when I was working that job. They're a huge counterintelligence threat, huge. And no one ever fucking talks about it, bro. This is why they've been able to fucking grow so quickly. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that story time. Mine, those songs are fire, going to get me fired. I started singing Mirror, Mirror in the lunchroom. Oh, yeah, dude. Don't do that. Sabrina, most police dogs do commands in German or Dutch. I got both my Malinois trained in German and Dutch. Bite work is a lot of fun. Enjoy. Thank you. Bluffkin, training Frank to bite monkeys. Okay. Yep. Baby says, Myron, we'd love it if you could start the debrief around 8 or 9 p.m. You get some rest before, and the days where there's after hours, you can do the debrief after instead of before 5. Okay. Turquoise Films, Myron Gaines X. Good news is the U.S. Marines has restructured itself since 2011 to focus on China specifically. I can't speak for all the military, but Marine Corps is already prepared for them. Also, Valhalla VFT has video breaking down America versus China from a war perspective with great detail. Okay. No, Billy, crackheads on the streets can afford crack daily. These YouTube brokies can afford $10 a month. Cut the YouTube stream, enough free content for them today. Truck Silver says, I'm on my way to the Lakeland, Florida to drop off a load for Monday. It would be nice to meet you in person. Okay, we'll see if I'm out there. Pushin says, I just paid off all my debts and got a 6 months of savings. I'm not into real estate, so should I invest in getting assets like gold, crypto, or starting another income stream? Start another income stream, bro, but keep that 6 months to 1 year of savings. Don't spend that. Luis Brito, Eurosvid sends a video. Truck Silver, don't think I can get there on the second thought. I'm still driving through Texas. Okay. Sandman, is there a way to donate OSS for the $2? I'll donate a few. No, the promo's done, if that's what you're talking about. Richard says, hey, Myron, off-topic question. When it comes to Israel, Tate said the reason that Israel is killing the Palestinians so publicly is to make Jays become united. Is he right? What else would they do if after killing almost all the Palestinians moving into Gaza and still most Jays don't feel the need to become united? I'm a bit confused by your question, bro. Can you ask it a bit more directly? Still many people will give you but all our phones and technology comes mainly from China. They'll believe it when the wives become Genghis Khan's bitch. Bro, I'm telling you, man. OSS niggas, there's 260 y'all in here. And the stream only has 73 likes. Yeah, guys, smash that like button for me. Sovereign Kelevra, Martin, I love you, bro, but being a China alarmist is not red-pilled. Here we go. Yes, they are spreading their tentacles, but they are spreading themselves too thin. They don't have the actual power to back up their ambitions. Yes, they reverse engineer our stuff, but their knockoffs are lame at best. Paper Tiger, for real, I'd say more, but I don't want to write a paragraph and get scolded. All right, bro. I disagree with you. Wholeheartedly disagree with you. That mindset that you have is precisely why we're getting laughed. Calling people paper tigers. You know what's interesting? You want to know who else they call the paper tiger? Sovereign Kelevra. They called Iran a paper tiger too. And what happened in mid-June?
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Israel thought the same shit, bro. Israel thought shit was sweet too. They're a paper tiger. They can't do anything to us. We're going to bomb their embassy. We're going to assassinate their fucking leaders. They can't do shit. Well, and well, y'all saw what happened after that. Them hypersonic missiles started fucking raining down on Tel Aviv, bro. So, Sovereign Kelevra, I think you're wildly underestimating the Chinese, bro. Wildly underestimating them. Just like the Israelis wildly underestimated Iran. And Iran hit them back fucking hard. Israel begged for the fucking ceasefire, bro. Call niggas paper tigers is not intelligent. Respect your enemy, bro. Dingling says, do you think they plant bombs in our cell phones like the Jays did with the pagers? I don't know about that. First time donating, knife them, cool. Ian says, not to mention China for years has been buying up farmland near military installations, a ballroom satellite that flew from West Coast to East Coast. China's influence in social media for propaganda furthering our division politically. There's a billionaire American who lives in China and he funded one of the biggest protests that happened recently in LA against ICE. List goes on. WW3 allies and access has been built and we need to pay attention, bro. Ian, I'm telling you, bro, but you know, we're considered crazy though. Sabrina, can I post your clips on Facebook? Yes, you can, Sabrina. Go for it. I hope you make some money. Bruce Lee, funny, my brother married his girlfriend this summer who's half Dominican Chinese and Chinese. Yeah, bro, they're all over the Caribbean. I didn't pass the structured interview for CBP. Should I wait to try again or should I apply to other agencies? Apply to every single agency, bro. Never put all your cards in one basket. Knife them. How do false flags work? Are they paying/brainwashing shooters? It's complex. Currently, Jamaica is one of the biggest on utilizing Chinese immigrants to fix and road and take over the parishes in Jamaica. The current Prime Minister of Jamaica gave one of the main resources that Jamaicans use every day for work to the Chinese as a token of being in Jamaica and fixing our roads. Where that opportunity could have been given to the average Jamaican with proper incentives. Yeah, bro, there's a lot of Chinese in Jamaica. Mr. B says, China's been plotting this for 30 plus years. They accepted to be the world garbage to build a good foundation. China's the ultimate underdog that'll be on top of nothing is done. Yep. Jesus the Kid says, yo, Myron, could you react to this 30-second clip of a chick crashing out on her boyfriend? The guy handled it perfectly, in my opinion. Also, on a side note, did you see that FanDuel, a gambling app, is funding the subway to run for one day because the state can't fund it? This shit is crazy. What the fuck? Overmal says, hey, Myron, here's the link of 7 Chinese nationals and illegal marijuana trafficking. Okay. All right, let's get into the show. Sorry for that long intro, guys, but we're having some good discussion here on some good topics. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into the first topic at hand. So this comes from Isabella Moody. I saw this on my Instagram timeline, and I'm like, you know what, bro, let me fucking play this shit for y'all. So, because this is very red pilling on females.
Any weird and off-putting things I can say to a guy before he gets scared and leaves.
It's okay, bitch. Your crazy eyes and mid appearance in general already should scare off the men. So you don't even need to open your mouth, okay? I know, crazy, shocking idea, but you're so mid and you have such crazy eyes that they will scare men away themselves. So there's your little pro tip. There's your little hack. Have a freaking awful day.
My favorite activity of all time is seeing how many weird and off-putting things I can say to a guy before he gets scared and leaves.
Okay, so there's a reason why I'm playing this video, right? And we're gonna kind of go deep here a bit into the red pill, all right? Somebody just set the stage for you niggas. I want you guys to imagine you wake up. Your alarm is going. It's 11 a.m. in the morning, right? You were able to go to bed last night at like 2 or 3 in the morning. Had no worries. So you slept in. You roll over in your bed and you look at your phone. Hundreds of text messages. You open up your Instagram. Hundreds of DMs. You check your other phone. A bunch of messages there on as well. That phone is for your closer friends. As you roll out of bed, start to prepare yourself some breakfast in your high-rise apartment. More messages come in. The hot girl that you met at the gym the other day wants to hang out with you. She's asking, when are you available? You look at your Instagram, a musician that you used to love maybe 7 years ago, listening to their music, hits you up. Hey, you're so fucking gorgeous, or you're so handsome. Okay? You've been awake for fucking not even 10 minutes yet, getting the crust out your eye, and you've already got 100 plus chicks trying to talk to you. And mind you, all these women are pretty fucking hot, right? And not only are they hot, they have money and they want to hang out with you, right? You go to the fucking grocery store, hot girl comes up to you, blonde hair, blue eyes, nice shape, flat stomach. She asks you, what's your name? What do you do for work? Strikes up conversation with you as you're sitting there buying some fucking Chobani yogurt. You can see that she's a little nervous as she talks to you. But you know, you're like, okay, she's cute. This is really cute that she's doing this. And she asks you for your number. You give her your number to not be an asshole. As you're in the checkout line, women are checking you out. One woman even walks over and offers to buy your fucking groceries for you. You respectfully decline. Walk out the grocery store. Right? Throughout the day, you're running errands, doing whatever the fuck you want to do. And then eventually, fast forward, 7 p.m., you're like, you know what? I kind of want to go out tonight. So you go through your phone. You find the top 3 baddest chicks that have messaged you that live in your area, right? That you've been ghosting for weeks, by the way, sending one-word responses to. And you respond, hey, WYD, question mark. All 3 of these bad bitches respond to you fucking immediately.
Welcome, punch!
You suggest an expensive steakhouse to all 3 of them. All of them oblige to say, I'm down. I can be ready in an hour. Right? You watch a little bit of fucking ESPN. Get a change of heart. Decide, you know what? I'll go out with the hottest one. You go out with the hottest girl. She meets you there. Bill comes out. It's $2,000 fucking dollars. Y'all niggas eating at fucking Salt Bay's restaurant. This nigga comes out. Unbeknownst to you, she hired this nigga to come in and put some fucking salt on your steak. You over here with your phone? Hey! She's looking at you as you record this shit for your Instagram with a smile on her face. So happy that you're able to go out with her for the first time after you've been fucking curving her for months. Y'all finish dinner. She invites you back to her place. You say no, thank you. You got to be up early in the morning, knowing damn well your dumbass be waking up at 11 a.m. Right? She puts you in her Lamborghini and she drives you home. She says, hey, can I go upstairs with you? You say, no, thanks. I'm really busy tomorrow. I got to go. You go upstairs. Right? You go to fucking sleep. You wake up in the middle of the night. You hit up your ex-fucking girlfriend because she lives right down the road and she's hot. You want to get your D sucked. You smash her. You give her some of the leftovers that the Salt Bay simp bitch gave you. Your ex goes back home. You go back to sleep. And then you fucking repeat the cycle the next day. Now, I want you niggas to answer something. If this was your life daily, what kind of person would you be? What kind of empathy would you have? What kind of respect would you have for women? How would you carry yourself? Would you work as hard? Would you have discipline? Would you care about self-improving? Would you care about becoming a more competent and intelligent man? Would you settle down and have just one girl? I think we know the answer to all that.
Nope.
My friends, this is the average life of a female. Okay? Now, before you niggas go crazy in the fucking chat and say, Myron, not all girls have this experience. Understand that I'm not saying every girl has this experience, but almost every girl can have this experience. Okay? Now, I needed to paint this picture for you guys so you guys can properly understand what I'm about to say now. This video right here, we'll play it again for y'all.
It's okay, bitch.
Time is seeing how many weird and off-putting things I can say to a guy before he gets scared and leaves.
Okay, so this mid bitch gets so much attention from men that she now plays a game with men to behave in a strange and awkward manner simply for her own personal amusement. I'm gonna say that again for you niggas. Because I really need you guys to understand this shit and how powerful it is, because nobody else in the fucking Red Pill could break this shit down to you guys like I can. All right? Imagine having so many goddamn fucking options as a mid, like this fucking girl, that it's gotten to a point now where you play fucking games with the opposite gender to appease your ego and get your fucking amusement. Do you know how much fucking entitlement you have to have? How much of a piece of shit you have to be? How spoiled you have to be? How narcissistic you have to be? How useless you have to be? How rude you have to be? To sit there and purposely fuck with niggas for your own amusement? Guys that are spending time and effort to get to know you and court you? You're over here fucking with them for your own fucking personal enjoyment. Now, my friends, the reason why I had to paint the picture for you guys and describe to you guys what a lot of women are able to do in America when it comes to dating is because you must understand this to understand why they behave the way that they do. And it's very simple. Women have too many fucking options, and from them having options and all this leverage, it makes them terrible fucking people. This is the new normal. The average woman does not respect the average man. And on top of that, not only do they not respect you, but they will go ahead and fuck with you for their own personal fucking entertainment. Okay? Now, they've been doing this for a long fucking time, but the problem has been exacerbated thanks to the internet, social media, etc. The internet is the best gift and curse for this problem. Why? Because with the internet, we see stupid bitches like this admitting and telling on themselves in fucking 1080p that they fuck around with men and they don't give a shit about them. But at the same time, the internet is one of the main contributing factors as to why women are so fucking insufferable nowadays. The internet, social media, and dating apps is the platform from which women receive the attention that allows them to behave like insufferable fucking bitches. But the internet is also the tool that we utilize to have these girls expose themselves because their hubris is on a fucking another level where they look at it like, even if I get on the internet with my face in 1080p and admit the fact that I use men for my own entertainment, it doesn't matter because I have that many fucking options. Do you fucking understand what the hell's going on here, guys? Wake up. That is precisely why I make this kind of content. This is precisely why I show you guys this video and analytically break it down to a molecular fucking level. Because if you guys don't understand this, I promise you, your life is going to be fucking miserable. I'm not saying every woman does this, but damn near every woman is capable of doing this. You need to open up your fucking eyes and realize the new sexual marketplace is completely different. It's not the same sexual marketplace as your dad. It's not the same sexual marketplace as your grandfather. Hell, it's not even the same sexual marketplace of your older brother who's 10 years older than you. You understand? Things have changed so fucking much that you must be aware of what the fuck you are up against. And the other thing you guys need to understand, why this is so pernicious, is because now, by this dumb bimbo putting this on the internet like this, oh, I'd have a new game where I go out with men purposely, waste their time, fuck with them, and see how far I can get. You guys want to know why this is so bad? Why this is so fucking toxic and cancerous? Well, let me ask you guys something. What does cancer do? It spreads. And if you don't identify it early, it will kill the body, right? Well, unfortunately, this cancerous behavior is spreading wildly. And niggas like me are the chemo fucking therapy. Because 99% of men are not able to analyze this clip right here and see the long-term ramifications negatively that's going to impact the rest of society and men. A normie motherfucker, a blue pill motherfucker will watch this video and be like, oh, bro, it's just a joke. It's not that serious. Why do you care so much? I care because I know what the fuck this is going to lead to. Let me be painfully blunt about this. Women are fucking stupid. Okay? They don't have the ability to critically think. Most of them. So since they lack the ability to critically think, they are what? Humanitarian by nature and followers by nature. Okay? No revolution has ever been led by fucking females. It's been led by men because men have the physical capacity to pick up a fucking sword and defend their belief system. Women don't. It's very important that you motherfuckers understand this shit. Despite feminism or whatever, women don't have this skill set. So since women don't have this skill set, they revert to following what others do. Now, the reason why this is so pernicious and why it's bad is because this girl does this dumb shit, thinks it's funny. Guess what other women are going to try after seeing this dumb shit? They're going to think, let me try that. I'm also bored with men that keep trying to court me. Let me fucking fuck with them too. Let me try to one-up this girl. And then after I one-up her, I'm going to make a video too. You see where I'm going with this? And the reason why women are able to get away with this deplorable fucking behavior and lack of respect for the opposite gender is because we got too many fucking simps. We got too many fucking guys that'll go on a date with this bitch and sit there and be silent as she purposely becomes insufferable and rude. Meanwhile, we need more motherfuckers like me to look her dead in the eye and say, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Women like this are fucking cancer. Listening to me is the fucking chemotherapy. Because a lot of people think this is a harmless video. Why do you care so much, Myron? The reason why I care is because this is a paper cut. But if you get paper cut like this in the wrong area thousands of times, guess what happens? You bleed out and you die and you never saw it fucking coming. So I'm here to wake you simp niggas up. Because a lot of you guys that watch me are still blue pilled as fuck, let's be honest. Y'all niggas probably came and started watching me from the Diddy trial. Maybe you watched me because of my foreign policy breakdowns. Maybe you watch me because I do war coverage. Maybe you guys like my politics or whatever. But when it comes to dealing with women, all of us got to deal with this fucking bullshit. And to the women that watch me, because a lot of you guys in OSS are females, which I respect and I like, share this information with your sons. Because the sexual marketplace that you grew up in is not the sexual marketplace that your son's going to grow up in. Women from 20 to 30 years ago don't behave like women today. Things have changed a lot. So though this information might not necessarily benefit you, for the women that watch me, because we do actually have a good amount that watch me. Thank you to all the ladies that support. A lot of you guys have husbands and big families because you guys aren't retards. Send this to someone that you love that's a man. It could be a nephew, a little brother, your son, whatever it may be. Because men need to understand this is the new normal. And they're admitting it in 1080 fucking p. All right. Rant is completed, niggas. Let me look at some of these chats. Red Pill Clipper says, don't forget about the cuck fathers of these bitches too, bro. Yeah, bro. Nigga, we're cooked. Jacob says, you know, Tim Pool was out for like a week straight. Apparently, he blames the ventilation at the DC bar you guys went and did the live show. I tell him you got sick too. He might send you some of that goodie. Tell him to compensate you for your time lost. Nah, man. It's unethical. I feel fine. Uncle Luke says, giving you a $20 burger for this one, bro. You sound like CJ on this tight now. Doing a good impression. Yeah, bro. I mean, like, look, man. It's you know, look, you guys know I cover Red Pill a lot. You know, I don't cover as much on this channel as I do like on Fresh and Finish It, but sometimes I just gotta fucking like bring y'all up to speed of what the fuck is going on here, man. Because shout out to Isabella Moody for making fun of this girl, but it goes way deeper than her being mid. Right? Isabella's married, so she doesn't have to deal with women like this, so she doesn't get it. But this is way bigger of a problem than just some mid saying that I fuck with men for entertainment. This is a systemic problem all across the United States with Western women in general, bro. Western women do not respect Western men at all. The only thing that we have to our benefit is this ugly bimbo right here actually got on camera and admitted it, which is good. Fitness by Oz says, Myron, followed you for a long time, 6-figure earner, truck driver, debt-free, 5'10", muscular shape, pause. I have a girlfriend, 4'11", feminine, does a lot in the house for me. Lets me lead. Only problem, she gives me lip and always worries if I'm cheating. Trauma from an ex. What do? I have to move to another state to get my first FHA. She may come, but she may not. What say you? Bro, you need to sit her down and tell her to shut the fuck up, bro. She ain't as feminine if you think if she backtalks you, bro. All right? If she gives you lip, bro, you're not as dominant as you think you are, bro. You need to sit her ass down and tell her to shut the fuck up. You gotta grab your nuts. Okay? You gotta grab your fucking nuts. And the next time that she tries to give you lip, you tell her shut the fuck up. You understand? We don't negotiate with women here. All right? Look, you gave all these fucking redeeming factors you got. Grab your fucking nuts and stop being a pussy, bro. Tell her to shut the fuck up next time she gives you lip. Simple as that. And if she doesn't shut the fuck up, she can get the fuck out.
Fatality.
Dead ass. You have to be that way. You have to be that fucking black and white with these hoes, bro. You got to be crystal clear with these women. No false interpretation. No, bro. Hell nah. No, bro. My way or the highway. Bro got the best analogies, hands down. I'm telling you, man. Red Pill Sweden, Myron, that's from Red Pill Clippers. Red Pill Sweden says, Myron, you changed my life. I'm a single dad. I dumped my baby mama just because I told her that I want to fuck multiple women. Now I have that. Thanks for all the rare and base facts. Yeah, bro. You do what you want, man. Like, don't let these women bully you, bro. Red Eastern says, isn't China the primary supplier of drug precursor in the Mexican cartel? Yep, that's a part of it too. Luis says, I remember in Venezuela, everyone had their this arrogance about how amazing our country was, and I always thought to myself, and Sans, this place is fucked. I'm glad to be a U.S. citizen, but this is what people here don't understand until it's too late. That's why I mentioned that Yuri video. Oh, I see what you're saying. So you're saying that the confidence came before the fall of Venezuela. I see your okay, I see. Sky King says, hey, Myron, if we utilize tariffs properly and stop the foreign aid to Israel, would that be a significant boost to bring manufacturing back to the U.S. and saying, no. No. I don't think so. Israel woke up in the middle of the night and saw bright lights coming through the clouds. Paper tiger. Yeah, there you go. Paper tiger hell. Thank you, TJ. Myron, woman propaganda Fuentes Club. Okay. All right. A lot of you guys sent me this shit with David Goggins about his daughter. So let's play a little bit of this and go from there. It's 20 minutes, so I'm going to have to fast forward this shit.
My daughter. I don't talk a lot about her because guess what? She didn't ask to be where I am. So I talk a lot about her. She came out, she's done a couple things, one on Facebook a few years ago. She did something on Reddit, and she just did something here about a week ago on TikTok. Y'all can get your phone, her name is Jade M. Goggins. You may not have any context about it, but go to Jade M. Goggins and look it up. Basically what she does is she calls me an absent father. She's never seen me before, doesn't know who I am type of shit. That's how it makes it look. Which is a fucking lie. She did something in 2018 on Facebook saying I was a deadbeat dad. She did something on Reddit with more deadbeat dad shit. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to explain this if you guys even want to hear it, but you asked me a question. So I'm going to try my best to put it in as much context as I can. Me and her mom got divorced when she was about 1 year old. Her mom thought I was her soulmate. Her mom cannot stand me, period, doc. She pretty much made my daughter hate me. I was in her life until she was about 15, and I will try to explain what happened. And I don't like talking without proof. So let me back up for a second. As far as the deadbeat dad thing goes, all that shit started, obviously when people do that, they want to hurt you. There's been videos out there about me being a deadbeat dad. People who don't like me were very excited to see we got something on the superhero David Goggins. He's not a good father. I wish I could sit up here right now and tell you all, because this is what I like to do. I like to come up here right now and own it. I like to own the fucked up shit in my life. It makes it easier. I come up here, I tell you all as a fucking deadbeat dad, I didn't see my daughter, I'm a piece of shit. What y'all gonna say then? Nothing. Fucking bullshit! Exactly. So, I can't say that to you all because it's bullshit. I've never one time attacked my daughter, I've never one time attacked my ex-wife. I've seen this stuff for years. People have made videos on me, that's my daughter. No matter how the fuck she doesn't like me, that is my fucking daughter. So, I do not attack her, I don't go after her, I just sit in the fucking middle of it and suck it the fuck up. And let people dog the shit out of me, call me deadbeat. You know what? Go out there and Google pictures of me and my daughter, you're gonna see. I'm gonna get, there's a case that just happened, okay? Oh my God. There's a court case that just happened. It's 6 years. So, I got this, but maybe I'm fucking shaking my ass off right now, dude. Okay. All right, so I'm trying to find this shit. I took pictures of everything because there was a court case going on, and they were like, I'll explain the court case in 2 minutes or whatever. I'm trying to find this thing for you all. I can fucking find this shit. All right. I know you guys like, take your time. I want to hear more of this shit. All right. So I want you.
Now, I've seen this a few times, bro, where like dudes become famous and rich, and like their kid comes out of fucking nowhere and calls them a deadbeat dad. I'm always very skeptical whenever people do that because there's a lot to gain for them by doing that, right? They'll get interviews, they'll get some notoriety, especially if like their father or whoever is allegedly the father is famous. So I've always been extremely skeptical of anyone that says that shit. Yoel says, can you cover Lil Baby getting exposed by Will Spani OF? I think I did cover that a little bit. Is it them boys that the root cause of modern women? Yeah, they definitely are. Street bait tomorrow? Not sure. Mine, I know a girl that gave her Catch App tag instead of her number. Sim send her money with their number. That's fucking retarded. Red Pill Clippers, don't forget about the Cuck Fathers. Yep, absolutely, dude. It's cooked, man. All right. So, all right, now we're going to get into the Alex Jones stuff. All right. Actually, before we do that, someone sent me, one of the OSS guys sent me this video. So let's watch this real quick.
Do you actually want a serious problem right now?
You're gonna pour that over me?
No one's trying to pour anything over
Okay,
you.
put that down then.
Are you gonna drive me home
No, because
or
you're
not?
disrespecting me, so you can get out of my car and...
Oh my God! You're so soaking wet and disgusting, like a fucking rat. That's what you deserve. Look at you, you're such a disgusting rat. Problem. Do you actually want a serious problem right now?
You're gonna pour that over me?
No one's trying to pour anything over
Okay,
you.
put that down then.
Yeah, good that he recorded it, bro. That's really the only thing you can do with bitches like this, bro, is record it, defend yourself, and that's it, man. That's really all you can do, bro. You might have to get a couple of lumps and shit, but you know, the alternative is you can really get your shit fucked up and it's not worth it, bro. So, men, Tread fucking carefully, bro. Tread fucking carefully, bro. This is the new sexual marketplace that we're in. Women always get the benefit of doubt, so it's not in your best interest. Guys, quick word from our sponsor. But only for the guys that are the real active supporters. So this is how it's gonna go. We're gonna start giving away merch bundles once a month. All kinds of merch can be given away to you guys for supporting. Also, we're gonna be doing call-in parts of the show where members of the OSS Army can go in and call into the show and give their takes on certain different types of topics, whatever we're talking about on that particular day. Also, we're gonna start doing shows, guys, where we're gonna do parts that are only OSS members so that we can actually say what we want to say, put the memes up on screen that we want to put up, and not have to worry about censorship. Unfortunately, even on regular platforms, we can still get clipped and put out of context and still be labeled for cancellation. All the uncensored stuff that we want to do, it's going to be on the OSS members portion only. Now, I know what you guys are wondering. Oh my God, Myron, no, I can't afford it. No problem. It's going to be only $1 to get in, guys, for the first month, and it goes to regular dues price. So get in there, join us, allow us to be able to continue the fight against censorship, because even on free speech platforms, they clip our shit and try to cancel us anyway. All right, so we're not running that promo right now, guys. But joining the OSS is the best way to support the mission. If you guys want to show some love, I don't know how much longer I'll stay on YouTube. I only stay on here because I know a lot of you guys prefer it. So let me see here. So right now we're going to cover, hold on one sec, guys. What the fuck? All right. Let's get into the Alex Jones stuff. As you guys know, there's a fucking saga going on here with him and Owen Shroyer. For those of you that don't know, I was actually at, I was in Austin, Texas, and did a collab with the InfoWars guys. Really good team over there, man. Really, it was really fun. I definitely want to go back sometime again. It's really unfortunate what's going on between Owen Shroyer and Alex Jones, but we'll cover this here. Hold on, some nigga said LOSS. Yeah, nigga, you're gone. Get the fuck out of my chat, bro. Get the fuck out of here, you bitch ass nigga, bro. Okay. You guys want to talk shit about me? That's fine, but y'all are not going to bash the OSS, bro. OSS is the only reason why I'm even on these fucking apps, you dickhead. So, Milad33, congratulations. You are banished to the Shadow Realm, nigga.
Welcome, punch!
Good job. You played yourself, bitch. Do not fucking ever talk shit about the OSS, bro. Fuck you. These niggas are literally the reason why you're even able to watch me right now. You fucking bitch ass nigga.
Arrogant dirtbag. Owen Shroyer is scum. Owen Shroyer is a baby sucking on a pacifier. He's an elitist, arrogant dirtbag. Owen Shroyer is scum. You think I'm here to be shit on? Do I look like a fucking toilet to you? There's no more filter. It's gone. And anybody fucks with me is going to get the full truth. And nothing but it, so help me God. And then you want to try to stab your mother in the back because you're a big boy leaving the nest. Well, guess what? You know what your mother is going to do? Piss on you.
All right, so it looks like
when Alex gets mad, man, he has like this theatrical meltdown, which is, it's entertaining, right? But Owen is a good guy, bro. And Owen's been with them for a long time. I didn't realize this. He's been there for like, for like 9 or 10 years or something like that. Guys, do me a favor, by the way. We got about 2,000 young ninjas watching. Smash that like button for me on YouTube. Smash the like button for me on YouTube. Let's get the engagement up.
Alex Jones is going through it again. It's been a rough past few months for him with all the Epstein stuff, and now this. A longtime employee of his, Owen Shroyer.
And the other thing too, as you guys know, he lost the civil case in Connecticut, right? For those of you that are not aware, okay, going back in time here a little bit. Alex Jones got into quite a bit of, hot water with a civil lawsuit over the Sandy Hook shooting, right? So, as you guys remember, I think it was like back in 2013. I think the guy's name was Adam Lanza. He opened fire, killed a bunch of innocent children at the Sandy Hook school in in Connecticut, in Newtown, Connecticut. Which actually, I'm very one of my good friends is from Newtown, Connecticut. I've been in Newtown many times, and what ended up happening was the families of the slain children sued Alex Jones because Alex Jones said that the shooting wasn't real. It was crisis actors. It was all a facade, etc. And he ended up getting sued by a bunch of the family members, and they won the judgment last year. And the judge basically like awarded them like $1 billion fucking dollars. I kid you not, guys. Like $1 billion. So one of the ways that they were going to try to collect, was by taking over InfoWars. So, yeah. Crazy.
Who's been with him for a decade, just announced he's leaving, which obviously Alex isn't handling very well, and he had a complete meltdown over it, because also Owen did a 5-hour live stream addressing why he's leaving, and he said he felt like Alex was pressuring him too much to not talk about certain things and to be more positive about Trump. So that's what really set Alex off, and in the middle of another show on InfoWars, he crashed it just to start flipping out about Owen, and it was really awkward. I mean, Alex was having a complete breakdown here, and you could tell he's actually really pissed. You know, this isn't an act, and he said he even started breaking down crying when Owen called him and demanded a raise to stay with InfoWars.
I'm here to censor.
Oh no, he's here. We've crossed the line.
You should launch a new independent show and claim that I censored you for years and get 1 million viewers and betray me. And you're allowed to lie about me any way you want.
You know I love you.
No, this is,
look, let's reject the let's reject the grabbler.
This is a. I'm using this as a case point. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
How much have I come in and censored you over the years?
Yeah, not enough, frankly. I'd say some
Yeah, we
things that I
miss
shouldn't
you.
be
But
saying.
have I ever censored you?
Never once. Literally never once.
Hey, if you want to quit and have a publicity stunt and lie about me, I forgive you, okay?
Well, that's
I know. I'm
very
just saying I expected. Hey, David Knight did it. Owen's done it.
And Alex does this shit all the time, by the way, guys. Like, okay, so the way they have it set up, right? They got like a studio over there in Austin, and they have a bunch of different, like, you know, studios there of different shows. Like, sometimes Alex will just pop in and crash one of the guys' shows and do shit like this, which is kind of funny. But at the same time, I could tell that, like, it annoys the host. It's like, bro, we're in the middle of a show, man. Come on, bro. But they can't say that because Alex is the boss, bro. You know?
And I tell you, I was taking the high road till I actually started watching it. And it's like Anakin Skywalker's become Darth Vader.
Can we sing a song?
Hey, when I go on the air, I'm letting you have it, Shroyer. You stabbed your brother in this operation in the back, and you're a fucking liar.
Can we sing a song?
Fucking asshole.
Can we sing a song?
Shit. I don't ever get involved in infighting, but I've known somebody 10 years, and they've been my friend. But he's gotten really dark, didn't talk to the crew the last 2 years, and so it's like a different person. I'm not here to be the villain for somebody's lie. So wait till you hear his phone call to me yesterday. He literally talked to me like it was a crack whore and he was a pimp. He's like, yeah, well, if you're desperate, pay me more, I'll stay. But I'm going to promote my new show on InfoWars, huh?
Let's take the high road.
Really nice. I might do a week. I was like, man, this is really hurting my feelings, dude. No, it's all right. You don't have to come in. I hung up, started fucking crying. And then he goes on fucking air and lies about me. Fuck you, you fucking piece of shit. I won't fucking take people stabbing me in the back anymore. Fuck you. Get ready.
Yeah, and then he went on his own show and kept going off on him. I think the live stream Owen did is what really got to him because it got a lot of attention. A lot of people took Owen's side, and he talked about how Alex kept telling him he's too negative and anti-Trump and anti-Israel. Also, he felt like Alex was trying to influence his show too much.
Now, if you guys have never watched Owen Shroyer, me and Owen Shroyer are politically damn near identical, okay? He's also very critical of Israel. We agree on a lot of different things. He's a good dude. I like him. I spent a significant amount of time hanging out with him when I was in Austin. And he also, one thing I do commend about him is that he is totally objective a lot of the times of his analysis of Trump, right? You guys know me. If Trump does something good, I praise him. If he does something stupid, I criticize him. Right? Now, the reason why this is very important to distinguish is because you guys got to understand, right? So Okay, how am I going to go about this? All right, do you guys want the detailed version or do y'all want the fucking slimmed version? I don't know how you guys I don't know how you guys want me to do this. You guys want the detailed version or do you guys want the elevator pitch version? I'll let you guys in the chat decide. Either say detail or slim in the chat. Slim or detailed so I can see. Some nigga said slimmed and curvy version. What does that mean? All right, overwhelmingly detailed. You niggas like when I yap, I guess. Okay, so, all right. So we're going to kind of go deep into this thing, and I'm going to explain the right wing when it comes to media, okay? And in order for you guys to understand this, I'm going to need to start in 2021. So let's go back in time. January 6, 2021. Capitol riots. As you guys know, Donald Trump told his people or his supporters to march to the Capitol peacefully. What later ensued became American history for decades to come. Several individuals rushed the Capitol building. People were shot and killed. People were attacked. People were assaulted. And what ended up after that was one of the biggest FBI investigations ever. The FBI went after and arrested thousands of individuals who were at the Capitol or walked into the Capitol on that day. Joe Biden then took office, roughly January 20th of 2021, after Mike Pence betrayed the MAGA base and solidified the vote, the former vice president under Trump. A lot of the MAGA base said, oh, fuck Mike Pence. We need to, we're on YouTube, so I can't say it, right? Rope, noose, you guys know what I'm saying. And what ended up happening was we had 4 years of probably one of the most incompetent presidential administrations that I've ever seen or in my lifetime. Okay? The Biden administration's reign over the last 4 years created so many fucking problems. But one of the chief problems it created was it created a mass censorship wave, right? Many notable right-wing creators were either banned, censored, shadow banned, demonetized, etc. Almost all of us dealt with some bullshit. Whether it's people like us over a Fresh Vid getting demonetized, or people like Andrew Tate getting banned everywhere, or Steven Crowder being demonetized, or Nick Fuentes getting banned off YouTube, or Owen Shroyer going to jail, or Daily Wire getting censored. Remember, this is before October 7th. Virtually every single political commentator that had any type of conservative or right-wing views dealt with some bullshit censorship to a degree. Lauren Chen was investigated by the FBI, which we're going to talk about Lauren Chen as well. She just made her return yesterday or this morning. So if you were a right-wing or a conservative political or cultural commentator, Pearl's another example, you dealt with some sort of bullshit. Either you got your PP slapped and censored in a way, or you didn't get your PP slapped, but what you were doing was you were avoiding certain topics and you were self-censoring. But I think the bottom line here that you guys can take away was censorship was at a very high level during the Biden administration. In response to this mass censorship, we saw the rise of many political commentators that backed political candidates that were running for the 2024 election. First, it was Ron DeSantis. Once that was a failure, people jumped on the Trump train. Okay? Now, let me be clear about this. When Donald Trump announced that he was going to be president, he was in the middle of 4 criminal investigations as well as several lawsuits for bad business practices, sexual assault, etc. Everyone and their mom was coming after Donald Trump. January 6th put a target on his back. And not only did January 6th put a target on his back and he had to deal with a whole bunch of lawfare, he also was banned and censored on every single social media platform. This is important. We're going to come to it later. And this is all going to tie in with the Owen Shroyer stuff. So when Trump announced that he was going to run for president in 2024, and the Ron DeSantis campaign fell flat on his face because he made the announcement on fucking Twitter, because people forget that Elon Musk actually supported Ron DeSantis first. When that fell through, everyone got behind Trump. And the reason why a lot of people got behind Trump wasn't necessarily because they loved Trump so much, like Nikki Haley or Ron DeSantis or Vivek or any of these guys that fucking wanted to become president. They understood that they simply could not keep up with MAGA. And it was either get in line or get run over. You want a job in the administration? You better fucking bend the knee now. And many of them did. Donald Trump became the candidate for the Republican Party. Prior to the Republican National Convention in Milwaukee, if I'm not mistaken, in July of last year, Donald Trump was shot at while he was in Butler, Pennsylvania. During one of his presentations, he was doing a presentation on immigration, and he had his head slanted as he was looking at the chart. What we would later find out was him having his head slanted while looking at the chart literally saved his life. Had he not turned his head to talk about his immigration reform or his ability to properly conduct immigration enforcement, he probably would not be alive now. We saw the footage. We saw the AI recreations of how close that bullet came to killing him. He fell down to the floor. People weren't sure if he was alive, but he stood back up, threw his fist in the air, he said, "Fight, fight, fight," with the iconic American flag and Secret Service agents rushing him out of the area. And what many of you, probably didn't know back then, but now you know, is we witnessed an iconic moment in history. Right? And something that's going to live in infamy, whether, we remember Pearl Harbor, we remember the day that John F. Kennedy was assassinated, or the day Neil Armstrong landed on the moon, or any of these other fucking achievements. This is something that's going to go down in history forever. Right? So, the entire right wing got behind Trump. Okay? Like 90% got behind Trump after he almost got killed. Now, some of the people that got behind Trump, who were already supporters, doubled down on supporting Donald Trump. One of these individuals I'm going to give credit to is Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk single-handedly ran a majority of Trump's ground game during the 2024 campaign. He had Turning Point USA rallies and conventions. He was going to colleges, telling young people to vote. He was spending an enormous amount of money having these conventions to influence people to become more conservative. And many other creators supported Trump. Steven Crowder was doing a election fraud audit. Bongino was on air every single day saying the Democrats are retards. Alex Jones was supporting Trump. Everybody in the right wing supported Trump. I supported him. We all wanted Biden out. I think it's fair to say that all of us wanted Biden gone. Benny Johnson, Charlie Kirk, Brandon Tatum, everyone at InfoWars, myself, all of us wanted these niggas gone. Right? Now, this is the key. During the 2024 campaign, there were certain right-wing influencers that simply had more access than others. Okay? People like Charlie Kirk, Benny Johnson, some of the guys at Daily Wire, etc., were able to land interviews with Donald Trump or were tightly aligned with his campaign. Now, in 2024, as you're trying to get Biden out of the White House, this is a fantastic alliance to have. Being on the Trump team and supporting Trump during the 2024 campaign to get Biden out was respected. And it gave you an unprecedented level of access to Donald Trump during the campaign trail. But there's only one problem. Once Trump got into office and started to go backwards on some of his promises, i.e. the Epstein files, i.e. no new wars while simultaneously bombing Iran, i.e. walking back the tariffs, i.e. no mass deportations, it created a line in the sand. You either A, stuck with Trump with these bad policies because you supported him strongly in 2024, or B, you read the writing on the wall and called it like it is. Now, for the people that don't want to criticize him, the Charlie Kirks, the Benny Johnsons, the Alex Joneses, the Steven Crowders, the Bonginos, Laura Loomer, etc. The people that don't want to criticize him, the super hardcore Trump loyalists, you must understand, for them to criticize Trump hurts them and their bottom line because they got an unprecedented level of access to Trump during the 2024 campaign. So for them to be critical of him, right, would be like shooting yourself in the foot from a career progress standpoint. Tim Pool also, right? And I like a lot of these people. I don't have a problem with these people. But their ability to interview Trump during the 2024 campaign and the access that they had to his administration, they don't want to lose that, right? They don't want to lose that. And Trump, for those of you that don't know, is extremely petty. And what I mean by this is if you badmouth him, he will never forget. He will always hold a grudge. He hates disloyal people. This is why on this campaign, if you notice, his entire cabinet are his homies. Kash Patel, Pete Hegseth, Pam Bondi, Kristi Noem. Right? Stephen Miller. All the people that are, Susie Wiles, all the people that are closest to him are people that he trusts, that he likes. On this campaign, he focused more on loyalty than he did on skill sets. The first administration was a bunch of swamp creatures like John Bolton and Mike Pence and all these other fucking guys because he didn't know better. He was a businessman, not a politician. But now, the second go around, he put people around him that he trusts. Why is this important? Because I'm telling you guys this to illustrate the fact that Trump dislikes disloyal people. So the people that really built up their platform in 2024, getting Trump into office, they will look foolish if they criticize him now. Alex Jones is one of those people. Okay? Because the Trump administration was supportive of him during the Sandy Hook bullshit. Elon Musk supported Alex by unbanning him. Elon Musk's lawyers helped InfoWars with their lawsuit of Sandy Hook. And Elon Musk, as you guys know, was Trump's right-hand man during the campaign. So Elon Musk did a huge fucking favor for Alex Jones by unbanning him, allowing him back on X, and Elon Musk's proximity to Donald Trump is why Alex does not want to be extremely critical of Trump, and understandably so. Fair enough. So the people that made a career or built up their platform in 2024 by supporting Trump, now they're put in a bad predicament. Because as you guys can see, after 9 months in office, Trump has backstepped on a lot of the promises he made. Again, Epstein, mass deportations, no new wars, yeah, bombing Iran, creating anti-Semitism laws despite saying that he wants to make censorship recede, allowing the current genocide to get even worse. Now, what this has done by him backtracking on a lot of his policy is it's put people like Benny Johnson, Charlie Kirk, Stephen Crowder, etc., in a very difficult position. Tim Pool. You either A, read the writing on the wall and say, yeah, this isn't what I voted for, like some of us have done, me, Owen Shroyer, Candace Owens, etc., Nick Fuentes, or you pretend everything is just fine and don't criticize Trump so that you can continue to have a press pass for the White House, so you can continue to have access to politicians for interviews, so that you can continue to get insider information. And what I've noticed from the people that still support Trump heavily and don't criticize him, it's put them in very precarious political situations. Exhibit A. Charlie Kirk went to Oxford to debate several students. During the course of the debate, a couple of months back, there was much discussion on Trump's tariff policy as well as his foreign policy when it comes to Israel. If you guys watch that interview, it's very revealing. Or not interview, that debate is very revealing. Because what I saw was, because Charlie Kirk's not stupid. The college student, the Oxford student, would make a point that Charlie could easily refute, but because of his proximity to the Trump administration, he was unable to make that rebuttal. Right? Because Charlie is balancing debating individuals and trying to win with still being able to maintain political connections to maintain influence. You see what I'm saying here, guys? It's either A, I criticize Trump and win this debate because this guy does have a point here, or B, I take a really bad, unwinnable position because I'm loyal to Trump and lose the debate and lose credibility. Guess what's happening with a lot of these people? They're losing a lot of credibility. It's very obvious that there is a significant portion of people that are Trump supporters that are being critical of some of Trump's policies. But the people that made a platform off of Trump in 2024 are in a rock and a hard place because they don't want to lose the influence that they've built over the past 2 years supporting Trump over being honest and critical of some of Trump's really bad fucking foreign policy or policy in general. And I've seen this manifest itself within debates where I'm watching someone like Charlie Kirk get schooled by a fucking college student in Oxford, not because Charlie Kirk's a bad debater, but because he cannot criticize Trump. I can see that he's fucking walking on eggshells. It's very obvious. And I'm not the only person that noticed this. Many of you have also noticed this. Now, this brings us to Owen Shroyer. Alex Jones really was saved by Elon Musk aligned with Donald Trump. So he's human. He understands that these guys did him a solid. And though he will criticize them a little bit, he's not going to make all of his content about criticizing Trump, which I understand and I can empathize with because these guys helped him. But Owen, as a subordinate under the InfoWars banner, who is very critical of Trump, that puts Alex Jones in a bad position because Alex Jones is dealing with a very difficult lawsuit that's very expensive. The last thing he needs is to make an enemy out of the sitting president after the sitting president helped him. Also, last thing that he wants to do is make an enemy of the richest man in the world who also helped him. And unfortunately, by Owen Shroyer being a part of InfoWars, talking about this stuff, it puts Alex Jones in a difficult position. Now, here's the reality. I don't think Alex Jones told Owen, hey, you can't say this. Stop insulting Israel. Stop insulting Trump. But what I do think probably transpired, right? And kind of Owen alludes to this a little bit, is Alex probably had to talk with him like, hey, man, look, you can be critical as you want, but can you not shit on him too hard? And that might have rubbed him the wrong way. We don't know. We're not privy to that conversation. We don't know exactly what was said and transpired between the two. All we can really analyze is the background and all the other facts which I gave you. And this is why I warned you guys. I told you guys this was going to be a very detailed explanation. But my goal here was to weave 2021, the rise of Trump, the rise of certain influencers on the right wing, and then the huge shift and rift that was created within MAGA once Trump started to backpedal on some of his promises. Shroyer, like myself and others, is holding Trump to account for some of those promises he made, while other conservatives are kind of turning a blind eye to it because Trump was instrumental in their growth. Give me ones in the chat if that makes sense. I know I went really in the weeds there, but you niggas said you wanted it detailed, so there you go. That is a objective analysis of what's going on in the right wing right now. And if you disagree, give me a 2 and tell me why you disagree with my analysis. But that's how we got here, guys. That's the background. I wouldn't say loyalty over the truth. I would say loyalty over raw, unfiltered truth. It's a delicate balance. Not for me, of course, but I'm saying like that's probably how Alex is looking at it. All right, a lot of you guys are saying perfect analysis. Okay, awesome, awesome. Yeah, some of you guys might be listening to me saying, Myron, why do you care so much about, if we understood or not, saying 1s and 2s? I care because I want to get better and make sure that my analysis always makes sense, and I don't want to go too in the weeds and confuse you guys, but I have to make a point to come back to make another point, then to bring it all full circle and explain to you why it happened. So I had to start in January of 2021 with Biden taking office so that you guys understood how the fuck we got here. All right, awesome. Cool. I'm glad that that it makes sense for you guys. Let's get back to the video.
So when Alex saw that and all the people supporting him, he just snapped because also he thinks Owen is doing this to drum up attention for himself and his new show.
And, Alex had been coming into my show and talking about how I'm negative and calling me a pessimist and all this other stuff, which is fine. You work for Alex, you're going to get hit with it a lot. Alex is not easy to work for, and that's fine. That's okay. But, okay, he says I'm too negative. He says I'm a pessimist, whatever. I'm too anti-Trump. So I just said, all right, you know what? I'll just take some time off. I'll just disappear. And if Alex thinks I'm too negative, then maybe he's right. And it's not to say that I didn't have creative control over the InfoWars war room. But I mean, imagine it's like somebody staring over your back 24/7. And so every single day that I came back, it was either a guest that I was told I had on at the last minute, or it was, him coming into the studio. He wants me to cover this. He wants me to cover that. Or I have to host his show for him because he's not in. So there was just...
And then I'm sure when Alex saw the tweets supporting Owen, it just made things even worse. Also, people are reporting that Owen left InfoWars because Alex was trying to censor him about Trump and Israel, which is obviously a bad look. So when Alex got on air, he just went absolute apeshit over it. It was hilarious. Like, this was a generational crash out. Even for Alex Jones, this was wild. I've never seen anything like it. And it's just funny, Owen leaves and is like, yeah, my boss was a bit much. It was difficult working with him. And then his boss responds by calling him a piece of shit, traitor, scumbag, and just goes berserk over it. Like, I don't know if this is the best way to win people over if you're trying to prove you're a good employer. But I guess the gloves are off here, and Alex said he's using this to level up.
And I will no longer let lesser men try to build their resume by claiming I'm a traitor when they're scumbag Benedict Arnolds. pieces of shit. Want to be elitists, arrogant scumbags. I'm not arrogant. I'm on a power trip. I'm in a total commitment against evil. I'm pouring out my guts, my soul, my family, everything I've got committed to this, and I will not have pieces of fucking shit lie about me and say I'm not true. I will fucking destroy you, scum. All of you. Fuck you. I have sworn on the altar of God, total resistance against every form of tyranny, against the mind of men. And I told everyone 2 weeks ago, I'm leveling up. And it's scary.
Look, I love Owen, but these Alex rants are entertaining as fuck, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Oh, man.
Because I'm a scary person. I can outthink and outmaneuver all these people. And I just keep trying to get the general society to wake up and win. But I guess it does lie to me. I guess I am the smartest. I am the best. I am the fastest. The problem is, interlocking into this information is very frightening.
All right, guys. I need y'all niggas to like the video, bro. I've been fucking giving you guys multiple fire monologues on this stream. We're not even fucking, we're barely 2 hours in. Guys, do me a favor, smash the like button. I'm gonna get a quick drink here. I wanna hit 1,500 by the time I'm back. All right? Smash the fucking like button. Let's get to 1,500 likes by the time I get back. I'm just gonna get some water real quick and another energy drink. And we're gonna keep cooking. Smash that like button and just give me 1 sec. All right. I got my ninja fucking hoodie hat thing on. Oh, okay, cool. So we're almost at 1,500. Sweet. 6 more likes, guys. We'll be at 1,500. Thank you, guys, for smashing that like button on YouTube, bro. We're at 1497, 1499. $1,500. All right, nice. Show goes on, ninjas.
So, it must be done. So I will do it. I'll never watch another movie. I guess I have to become celibate because I can't give my energy up to sex. That's the biggest strain on me because I'm a man. There is no more pleasure. There is no more pain. There is no.
Oh, also, guys, we got a new merch drop coming very soon as well. We might drop it tomorrow. Got some new designs. Merch drop coming tomorrow, more than likely. Let me double check with Brett.
No more art. There is no more culture. There is only war. and I commit myself to total war against Satan. And I ask God to lead God and direct me and commit me to his arms and to become a complete vessel of warfare against this operation. And I repent for all my sins. And I ask now before everyone that you lift me up to be an absolute battering ram against the enemy in God's will. In the name of Jesus Christ, the Son of God. Amen. So everybody be on notice.
Yeah, so that was something else. And while Alex was
So you could tell that this guy doesn't watch Alex Jones like this, like that. Because, like, if you watch Alex Jones, you kind of already know that he does shit like this, so it's not that big a deal. But, like, when normies watch him, they lose their minds because they've never seen this type of shit before. But, yeah, for those of you that don't watch Alex Jones, like, bro, this is just another day in the office, bro. Niggas are saying he bugging. Bro, he's like this. He does this shit all the time, bro. Anyone that watches Alex Jones know this is how he moves, man. It's entertaining as fuck. But, yeah.
Losing his mind and going off on Owen. Owen put out this compilation of his favorite moments on the show and said it was an epic ride. I wish nothing but the best for the entire InfoWars team. So while Alex is just going absolute ape shit and calling him a traitor and everything, Owen's like, we're all good. I wish you guys the best of luck. But that didn't make Alex back down. You know, he's been going off all day about this. And he thinks Owen might be possessed by a demon or he might be on drugs, because he claims Owen's been really rude to him the past few years and he saw this coming. So Alex calls him out on that and him trying to play the victim and trash InfoWars on the way out to promote his own career.
Owen Shroyer's dead to me. If he goes on air and repents to Jesus and apologizes for being demon-possessed or whatever it is he is, then I will forgive him. But he thinks...
I hope they make up and become friends again. Because being at InfoWars is really fun. They got a really great dynamic over there. Like, let me give them their flowers, bro, to InfoWars. They really have a fantastic dynamic down there, bro. They really do. All the guys on all the different shows really have, like, they have multiple studios. They're all in the same building, but, like, they all have their own setup studios. And it's just, like, really cool to walk around and, you know, talk to the staff, talk to the people, whatever. They got, like, a really positive work environment, man. They got a gym in there and everything. So I really do hope that they're able to settle their differences, man. Because I do like Alex Jones. I think, look, here's the other thing, too, about Alex, right? As much as I've been critical of him before when it comes to Israel or other stuff, let's be fucking very clear about something. Alex Jones is one of the pioneers of this independent media shit, bro. Okay? That's one thing no one can ever take from Alex Jones. Alex Jones is one of the first ones to do this shit. He was calling out them boys 20 years ago, bro. Like the day after 9/11. He was saying Israel's going to get us into fucking wars and they're killing Palestinians. The day after, damn near. He predicted that we were going to get attacked on 9/11. I know a lot of you guys are maybe younger. You guys aren't familiar with who Alex Jones is or whatever. But Alex Jones was independent media before media could even be fucking independent like it is now. So, love him or hate him, that's fine. One thing you must acknowledge is that Alex Jones is going to go down as a legend. When it's all said and done, he was a trailblazer and paved the movement for many of us to do what we're doing now. So, he's still a legend. Me and him might disagree on certain things, like Top H or them boys, right? But regardless of our political disagreements, the man is a fucking legend and we got to give him his flowers.
That he would like absorb us as a launch pad and lie about us to make himself a victim so he could project himself and launch his own show. And then as all the articles come out and Jones censored Shroyer on Trump criticism and Israel, you are a snake. You are a rat. You are a fraud. You are a backstabber. You are a handbiter. You are a disgrace. He'd walk by me and say something like, you know, just sort of laughing at me. Like, again, I'm not in junior high, so it didn't hurt me at that level. It hurt me that he was just like, yeah, I heard you, yes. So, and then we're back the next day, and Owen just shows back up and does his show and walks in and just looks at me with hatred and like slinks in there just because he really wanted me to fire him so he could be a victim. And I confided just in a few of the producers. I said, he wants to be a victim. I said, I'm going to have love and say prayers for him that he gets better. I'll be really nice to him, give him extra bonuses. Maybe he'll pull out of it. I tried to talk to him. He's never wanted to talk to me. And I said, but I said, he's going to stab me in the back. He's a new person. And I don't know if it's his personal life. I don't know if it's stuff he's smoking. But I've seen a lot of people get paranoid, that smoke pot and go nuts. But I can just tell you this right now, that I'm not here to be shit on or stabbed in the back. This crew isn't your punching bag, and we did nothing to you but be loyal. And your little 5-hour extravaganza of little puppy dog that doesn't know why, and he just wanted to come back and shake my hand and be nice, and then I kind of censored him and said, no, you don't need to host your show. You want to hear what he said in the phone call to me? I didn't record it. I was in the pool with my 8-year-old daughter playing with her Barbie dolls.
So I guess Owen quit and Alex had a breakdown crying while he was in the pool playing with Barbie dolls. What a sad scene. Hopefully he didn't start throwing up too, because last time he had a breakdown like this, he started puking.
So I just got to the office. I'm going to go throw up, actually. And this only happens every few years when something really, really...
I will give Alex Jones credit too, guys. Alex Jones is on air like all day, by the way. I don't know if y'all know this. If you guys follow him on X, bro is always live. InfoWars is always live. So, he's lost a lot of weight. He gave up alcohol. Right? Much respect. Because he was really going through it during the whole, Sandy Hook shit. Yeah, the guy works really hard, man. He's live all fucking day, bro.
Bad happens or something. I'm physically gonna puke probably right now. My mouth is watering right now. Because
So between the Epstein files and now this, I think Alex's head is going to explode soon. He's going through it, but also apparently he's leveling up. So I can't wait to see what the next level of Alex Jones will be. But let me know what you guys think. And I just posted a big video on Patreon about how one of Joe Rogan's best friends, Duncan Trussell, has been completely spiraling and losing his mind after Elephant Graveyard called him out for selling out to Peter Thiel and the tech oligarchs like Rogan did. And if you also want to hear about...
All right. Let's go ahead and get into... All right, so check this out, guys. Google, which has an Indian CEO, just signed a $45 million contract with Israel to spread pro-Israel propaganda, pushing Israel-favorable news stories to the front of the search engine. Can we seriously... And I go, here's my tweet. ADL, it's anti-Semitic to say Jews control media, and then me also be. Like, bro, can we actually, tell the fucking truth about this shit now? Like, it's really starting to get annoying. Like, what the fuck? Absolutely fucking nuts. Yeah. All right. Let me go here.
Prime Minister Netanyahu, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming on. I know that you guys had some crazy circumstances going on over there in Israel with bombs coming in. And so I thank you for coming on and doing.
So, guys, I do think that we're going to be doing a debate, me and Brandon Tatum. I'm talking to his booker right now. And we're going to figure out a day and everything else like that, and we'll go from there. But I do think we are going to do the debate. All right, Social Observer. Alex started the clearing of the jungle when all you guys were scared. Okay, let me read some of these chats, matter of fact, real fast. Okay, Sovereign Calerva says, Alex Jones never apologized to Bill Cooper about lying about him. And as far as I know, never apologized even after Cooper was murdered. Alex Jones is a Bill Cooper wannabe, FYI. I'm very familiar who he is. I don't know who Bill Cooper is. Alex Jones right now, yeah. Ken Rose. Greetings, Myron. Did that female really spit in that man's face, the couple in the car? If so, what the fuck? Who raised such a disgusting animal? Hey, bro, welcome to feminism. Alex sound like Tom Cruise from Tropic Thunder. Guys, if you're going to send in Rumble Rants, I only read 10 and up. I see a bunch of Rumble rants in here. Kinetic Edge. Myron, have you gone over the missing minutes from the Epstein prison cell video that the House Oversight Committee released on Tuesday showing an unknown person moving about, exposing Bondi as a liar? No, I didn't. Kinetic, send me the link for it. Hating Trump is purposeful. It creates an interesting dynamic. Trump was always the great revealer, but now he is the great stepping stone. To a degree, yep. Alex saved many, many lives during COVID, believe it. Nova, detail, okay. Social Observer, fight your enemy not with hate, but with love for your people. Okay. Nav, we getting a Netanyahu on FNF next? Nah, bro. Netanyahu would never do an interview with me, bro, ever. When are you coming to Connecticut, bro? Maybe this year. Have you seen this video of Cardi B crashing out because the reporter asked her if her current pregnancy could be from Stefan Diggs? No, I did not see that. Cardi B's a retard. Hey, Myron, did you ever visit the Coke Farms factory in Connecticut? No, I did not. Hollow Point. Myron, you should get that chatter talking shit about the OSS stay. It's fun carving these guys into pieces. We got Jay seeing you cook them. I mean, it was in a Rumble chat, bro. OSS Bishop says, hey, you bitches need to put some respect on us real niggas in OSS. Facts. Never finished PBD versus commies. Timestamp 3151. I got you, bro.
Prime Minister.
Hold on, let me see. I think I have it here. Let me go through my tabs. Oh, yeah. See, real quick, since we're on the Alex Jones topic real fast, look, this is why I tell you guys that we need to be united in the right wing, because people like Kyle Kulinski and these other left-wing political commentators love it when we fight each other.
Closely. We have a new scandal happening. So I've been following this drama pretty closely.
I wonder why he was following it closely.
A new scandal happening in right-wing media. And what happened was a guy by the name of Owen Shroyer, who I have always referred to as Alex Jones Mini-Me, this guy...
That's not true. That's actually very false, because they're actually very different, which is why Shroyer left. So that's wrong.
Guy announced on his own show that he's going to be leaving InfoWars. Now, he hosts a show called, I believe, The War Room on the InfoWars network, which, of course, is Alex Jones' network. And he's been with them for a long time. I don't know exactly how long he's been with them, but it was a like long time, bro. And look, you could just tell from watching Owen Shroyer and his style of talking and stuff that he literally idolized Alex Jones. Like, he was his mini-me. He idolized him. He wanted to follow in his footsteps. And so he's probably ecstatic when he got the job.
No, he has respect for Alex Jones because Alex Jones is a legend in the conservative media space, alternative media space, even though they have completely different opposing views on a lot of contemporary issues.
At InfoWars. And apparently they had a falling out. And the falling out was tied to the fact that Owen Shroyer is increasingly getting more and more blackpilled on the Trump regime. And he feels like they're failing. They're not, staying true to their promises. They've cucked themselves and sold out to Israel. And so Owen Shroyer is one of these young Republicans who is sort of leaning more in a Trump-critical direction, as opposed to Alex, who's been trying to coddle Trump's nuts but also ride the fence. Alex has been doing this thing where he brings on Nick Fuentes to discuss with him and debate with him about Trump. Alex is willing to be somewhat critical of Trump, but he's never willing to go far enough to actually sort of like crusade against him. And it looks like Owen Shroyer, he is more open to that. And, he's potentially more honest about the short.
And the reason why I'm showing you guys this is because I'm telling you, bro, these fucking progressive, liberal, left-leaning political commentators, bro, these niggas be sitting in the corner like this, bro, whenever we fight. Very Jay behavior, if you know what I'm saying.
Shortcomings and the downfall of the Trump regime and how they're failing. And so I watched, Owen Shroyer did like a 5-hour stream where he announced that he's leaving InfoWars, and I watched probably 2 hours of it, maybe 3 hours of it. And he was very cordial. He was very calm. He was very cordial. He was clearly upset by the whole scenario. He felt bad about it. He expressed repeatedly.
All right, so retard alert in the chat for your guys' entertainment. Social Observer sends in $50 from Rumble and says, Myron, you got ADHD. Maybe chill and reflect on chat donations a little more. You sound like a drug addict when you read them. A listener is more powerful than a speaker. Read that again for you guys. Social Observer on Rumble says, Myron, you got ADHD. Maybe chill and reflect on chat donations a little more. You sound like a drug addict when you read them. A listener is more powerful than a speaker. I'll let you guys in the chat say what you guys think. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. 22 Flamingo says, love you, Myron, heart emoji. Thank you very much. OSS only, Myron, can you play some Arabic music? WDJK bar? Hey, real ones know, man. Real ones know.
Gratitude for Alex Jones for giving him his start, but he said, you know, basically they clash a little bit now and that Alex is kind of hard to work for, and even so, he still respects InfoWars and thanks Alex Jones for giving him a chance and all that stuff. Well, Alex Jones saw this, and man, did he fucking crash.
So, guys, you know what? Just to be fun with this, let's make fun with this. Do you guys want me to spend more time reading chats or doing the show? Because right now, what this guy's complaining about is he wants me to read the chats slower versus getting back to the show. You guys tell me. Bro wants me to spend more time on the chats than doing the show. And I got a retard in the YouTube chat says, SoFlo says, Myron got no comeback to that because bro is spitting the truth. So, okay, so chat, do you guys want me to spend more time reading chats? Or do you guys want me to do the show? Like, I can't win, bro. Like, I can't fucking win, huh? I read the chats? You're reading them too fast. I don't read, I do the show, or you're not reading chats enough. It was a Rumble rant, guys. It actually wasn't YouTube here. It's just funny, bro. Like, I don't even I don't think I've gotten a low IQ message like that in a very long time. Bro just wants me to sit here and read super chats the whole time and not do the show. I think I already do I do think, give myself some constructive criticism. I do think that I need to move through the show faster. But this dude is telling me to move even slower now. Because people send in paragraphs, bro. Guy's name is Social Observer. Bro, that shit is funny as fuck, man. Oh, man.
Outski, bro. He lost his shit. So we have a great video here that's going to break it down for us. Shout out to Too Lazy to Try. Everybody go follow Too Lazy to Try. Go subscribe to Too Lazy to Try. This guy also does great videos on the Rogan sphere that you don't want to miss. So he's going to break it down for us, but this got wild. I don't know if I don't.
Hey, and Robin, Kobe 24, thank you for the 10 gifted, bro. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted, bro. I appreciate you greatly, man. The real G is just donate subs, bro, and enjoy the show, man. I really appreciate that. This dude's Social Observer says, my low IQ opinion is marketing. How is that marketing? How is that marketing, bro? Yo, I'll let the Rumble niggas in the chat deal with him, bro. Fuck that, man.
I don't know. I can't remember the last time I saw Alex flip out.
I already see them going crazy, calling him a retard. All right, man. I'll let y'all niggas deal with him in the chat, bro. And YouTube guys, you guys can see him too, because if you guys look at the stream, all the chats are combined. You niggas can go ahead and do what you want to do with that nigga, bro. Nigga literally said, you sound like a drug addict when you read chats. How do I sound like a drug addict when I read chats? Because I read it fast? What the fuck? I don't even smoke weed. Love is listening, not dominating conversation. Myron, it doesn't respect that fact. Balance chats and show retard. Bro, you're the fucking retard. What the fuck? This nigga retarded, bro. Says engaging your fans better. All right, bro.
This bad. I mean, this is a legendary Crashout here. Legendary. I mean, he might be back on the sauce the way he's acting here, but let's watch. Here we go.
Is a baby sucking on a pacifier. He's an elitist, arrogant dirtbag. Owen Shroyer is scum. You think I'm here to be shit on? Do I look like a fucking toilet to you? There's no more filter. It's gone. And anybody fucks with me is going to get the full truth. And nothing but it, so help me God. And then you want to try to stab your mother in the back because you're a big boy leaving the nest. Well, guess what? You know what your mother is going to do? Piss on you.
All right, so it looks like Alex Jones is going through it again. You know, it's been a rough past few months for him with all the Epstein stuff, and now this. A longtime employee of his, Owen Shroyer, who's been with him for a decade, just announced he's leaving, which obviously Alex isn't handling very well, and he had a complete meltdown over it, because also Owen did a 5-hour live stream addressing why he's leaving, and he said he felt like Alex was pressuring him too much to not talk about certain things and to be more positive about Trump. So that's what really set Alex off, and in the middle of another show on InfoWars.
All right. Let's move on from here. We got the Tatum interview, and let me see here. Let's go. Let's go to the next story. Let's go to Lauren Chen real quick. Before I do that, though, quick word from our sponsor, niggas. All right, guys, we're going to be stepping it up with the OSS, but only for the guys that are the real active supporters. So this is how it's going to go. We're going to start giving away merch bundles once a month. All kinds of merch can be given away to you guys for supporting. Also, we're going to be doing call-in parts of the show where members of the OSS Army can go in and call into the show and give their takes on certain different types of topics, whatever we're talking about on that particular day. Also, we're going to start doing shows, guys, where we're going to do parts that are only OSS members so that we can actually say what we want to say, put the memes up on screen that we want to put up, and not have to worry about censorship. Unfortunately, even on regular platforms, we can still get clipped and put out of context and still be labeled for cancellation. All the uncensored stuff that we want to do, it's going to be on the OSS members portion only. Now, I know what you guys are wondering. Oh my God, Myron, no, I can't afford it. No problem. It's going to be only $1 to get in, guys, for the first month. All right. So get in there, ninjas. I don't have that promo going right now. It's $10 a month, which is fucking nothing, to be honest with y'all. Super cheap. Rock with the mission. I'm going to cut the YouTube stream here soon, though. Because I fucking hate censoring myself. It's really annoying. Let me go ahead. Let me pull up the Lauren Chen one. Shout out to Robin Kobe with the 5 gifted, bro. Thank you so much, man. Real homie, man. Okay, so here we go. So 1 year ago today, my family was awoken by the FBI to break down our door. Today, I'm finally breaking my silence. So for those of you that don't know who Lauren Chen is a right-wing political commentator / cultural commentator. She's been around forever. She got involved in a scandal, alleged scandal with Tenet Media. Okay, basically the allegation is that she took money to push out Russian propaganda. Okay, she was investigated by the FBI for this and multiple other influencers got roped in on this. Benny Johnson, Tim Pool, Dave Rubin, etc. And none of them got arrested, though 2 other individuals were indicted that were linked to Tenet Media alongside her. And she was gone for a year, chat. No one heard from her for a very long time. So she finally came back, and she issued this statement. So let's go ahead and go through this. So I'm going to go ahead and read this for you guys and kind of give our take. So statement. This past year has brought trials I never imagined possible. There's so much I have to say, but for now, I'll do my best to answer a question I know many of you have been wondering. What happened? On September 4, 2024, 2 months before the general election, my husband, 2-year-old, and I were awoken early in the morning by 30 armed FBI agents about to break down a door. At the time, I was entering my 4th month of pregnancy. The FBI spent hours searching our house and interrogating us about our company, Tenet, which licensed mostly right-leaning conservative content. They took all our electronics and seized our assets. This included our life savings and revenue that had nothing to do with Tenet, such as payments from contracts with Blaze and Turning Point USA. The same day, then Attorney General Merrick Garland published a press release which essentially labeled Tenet a Russian propaganda operation intent on subverting American elections. The Department of Justice also unsealed an indictment on 2 Russian individuals that worked in conjunction with our company, but were not in U.S. custody or even in the country. This lengthy indictment of these individuals was largely focused on Tenet, though most of the information provided was false, inaccurate, or out of context. There were also claims made concerning issues outside of our knowledge, and we regard those allegations with extreme skepticism. Garland painted Tenet as a covert Russian propaganda mouthpiece and our conservative-leaning talent as unwitting propagandists. The implication was that the Russian government was astroturfing support for President Donald Trump in the upcoming election, and that his conservative and right-wing supporters online and in independent media were merely behind him because they were paid to be. This notion was categorically untrue. To be clear, my own commentary has never been shaped by any outside parties, despite working with several different companies during my time on social media. Furthermore, as a company, Tenet offered total editorial freedom to our creators. We never forced or advised our creators to push certain agendas, nor were we ever told to do so by any third party. In fact, we often did not see the content of our creators published directly to our platform until it went live. We encourage these creators to do what they do best, speak their minds boldly. To suggest that their earnest opinions are tantamount to Russian propaganda is not only dishonest, but a besmearing of views commonly shared by a huge swath of Americans. In any case, due to the political nature of Garland's press release, our story quickly made international headlines, and we were falsely labeled spies, propagandists, and even traitors. We want to set the record straight, but it immediately became apparent that any attempts to challenge the Biden DOJ resulted in threats of arrest, charges, and potentially prison. And this is what I was explaining to you guys before. During the Biden administration, conservatives were being targeted for sure. And so, out of fear of being separated from our children and under the advice of counsel, we chose to remain silent until we could be sure that speaking out would not result in further judicial or extrajudicial punishment, which is actually smart, by the way. When she went silent, I knew right away that, she was doing it because of her lawyer. Same thing with Lauren Southern, by the way, guys. You guys know Lauren Southern also went silent for several months until she came out with the bullshit about Andrew Tate and got absolutely fucking cooked for it. Falcon punch! Because she also was affiliated with Lauren Chen and Tenet Media. So she had to, she also went silent for months. And when she did come back, she came out with that bullshit Me Too article where she said that Andrew Tate raped her, when in reality she's a 304. Thank you to 22 Flamingo 22 with the gifted sub on Rumble. Thank you so much. Thank you, 22 Flamingo. Appreciate that. Thank you to Robin Kobe as well for the gifted subs on Kick. Love you, man. Appreciate that greatly. All right, let's get back to the article. Okay. Though there were never any criminal charges, much less convictions, due to the widely publicized investigation, all of our professional contracts were promptly dropped. We were deplatformed from YouTube, TikTok, Discord, and Google. We, and even some of our family members, were debanked by several financial institutions. We were forced to move due to death threats. Our work-based immigration visa, which was torpedoed by the actions against our company, was not renewed. The Canadian government also seemed to have opened their own investigation into us following the highly publicized American case, and of course, we quickly amassed legal fees well into the six figures. In March of this year, due to high blood pressure caused by chronic stress, I was induced and delivered our daughter. Despite circumstances surrounding the pregnancy, she has a happy and healthy baby and has been a light in our lives during these difficulties. Thanks be to God. In April, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York informed our lawyer that the investigation into us and our company had finally been closed. The news provided us with some relief, but it soon became clear that although we weren't criminals, the SDNY had no interest in restoring us to where we were before the investigation began, though they could easily do so. There would be no similar press release absolving us of the very public and very serious allegations that had been made against us. There would be no help clearing our names with the Canadian government. They would not restore our visa status, and predictably, despite the lack of charges or conviction, our financial assets, all our savings, would not be returned. We have lived humbly this past year, both due financial woes and public vilification. We have had very little certainty about what our future as a family will look like. Because my American visa was contingent upon our company, we had no choice but to leave our home and children's place of birth. We're doing everything in our power to get a new visa and return home. Sadly, we also lost some people who we believed were our friends. But more notably, we were blessed to have quite a number of our colleagues reach out with words of support. Some even published videos are posted in our defense. I am humbled to say that there were many to thank individually. We have also received many kind messages from our audience during the time, and I cannot thank you all enough. Your message of support, which have continued to come even though I've gone from public life for a year now, never failed to bring tears to my eyes. No criminal charges were ever actually brought against myself, my husband, or our company. The legal investigation has been quietly closed. Despite this, the road ahead is fraught with difficulty and uncertainty. I wish this ordeal was over, but our struggles continue as we fight to correct the many ways that our lives were upended. To that end, as some of you have kindly suggested and offered, we are now seeking to help cover our still growing legal fees and our effort to return home. Any support is greatly appreciated, and we look forward to getting back to content creation and our lives soon. Thank you. So, obviously this sucks. And this is an example of what I mean when I told you guys that there was extreme lawfare during the Biden administration. Now, I made a joke here, right? Let me see if I can find it. Everybody was commenting under this thing. I'm glad she's back, bro. I am glad she's back. I just go, oh shit, put up that lawyer money. Let's go. Right? Just having a little bit of fun. But what I did do also, right, was I also made sure to tweet on her behalf. And I put here, Lauren Chen is back and her criminal case was dismissed. She should be reinstated on all social media apps that banned her. The Biden administration went after conservative creators very harshly. So, and I truly do believe that. I hope she gets her platforms back because, her getting banned on YouTube and shit like that is really fucked up. Really, really fucked up, man. This dude said, nah, I'm good, bro. I shed no tears for influencers. People are weird, bro. People are weird. But anyway, it is what it is. Because this is kind of fucked up that they just like totally fucked her shit up and they never even got indicted. So, yeah, I hope she gets her YouTube back and she gets back on social media. I made a little Putin joke, right? Putin got that lawyer money, but I do hope that she's able to return back on the platform and be good. I don't wish cancellation on even my worst enemy, bro. Let's see here. All right. Speaking of being paid, right? Speaking of being paid, there's also a scandal going on in the Democratic Party. multiple big left-leaning Democratic influencers have been linked to a dark money scandal, right? This story broke out last week. I didn't have time to break it down. But since we're going a little bit later here, let's go ahead and cover it a little bit. Before I do that, let me read some of these chats. All right, Manny says, what are those statements contributing since their opinions? Confused. Kinetic says, here's a video covering the missing Epstein footage. Sorry, it's Nancy Grace. Her voice is insufferable. Oh, bro, Nancy Grace is the fucking worst, bro. Oh, my God. She's such a fucking narcissist. Social Observer still sending in stupid-ass chats. You already considered the subscriber's preference, which is optimum, in my opinion. Can't satisfy everyone, but I can tell you, do your best. Yeah. Yeah, Social Observer, that's why I'm not even reading your chats, you bitch-ass nigga. Oh, Schmeeble says, Social Observer, shut the fuck up. Had a look at your Rumble page, and it looks like you just post other people's content. Go make your own community and run it how you see fit. Let's go, Schmeebles. Schmeebles is a longtime supporter, bro. Checking all the way in from Australia. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. It's always way better when you niggas cook these dumbasses for me. Yeah, this bitch-ass nigga Social Observer's here promoting his shitty-ass Rumble channel. Just Relentless donated. Cool. Social Observer said some shit about blue meth. Bro, this nigga's in here just trying to fucking promote his shitty-ass channel, bro. Where's this nigga at, bro? Hold on. Where's this bitch-ass nigga, bro? Social Observer, show yourself, man. Show yourself, you bitch-ass nigga. All right, here this fucking loser is. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this nigga posts, bro. Post some bullshit. All right, nigga, you gone. Get the fuck out of here. You've been banished to the Shadow Realm.
Falcon Punch!
You've been banished to the fucking Shadow Realm, nigga. Nobody cares. Get the fuck out of here. Keep your money. I hope they refund you. We don't need fucking toxic ass niggas like you, bro. All right, bro, cut them, bro. Those dudes at YouTube. We need uncensored and unfiltered Myron, brought to you by the GDL. All right, I'm going to cut it 3 hours then. I'm going to cut it 3 hours. So, YouTube niggas, smash the like button. Daryl Philbin, when you all have to cover, we supporters understand that you need to read the chat quickly to keep the show moving, and you'll cover that. We send if it's relevant to your content. Also, you're going to add BPD versus commies to the queue. Yes. Let me do it right now. I think you guys said I was at like 31 or some shit like that. All right, there we go. All right, got it queued up for you guys right here. Thanks, Philbin. All right, Mo Ali says, when you have a lot to cover, we support us. Oh, no, sorry. Mo Ali says, for the genius out here spewing nonsense on Rumble, please stop. Get a therapist, maybe a hobby. We came for the topics in the show, not your TED Talk in the chat. W. Myron and the other guy, certified clown. Yeah, bro, I just banned him. Fuck him, bro. Nick is over here trying to promote his own Rumble channel, bro, saying a bunch of dumb shit. Telling me to interact more with the audience, and I'm reading the chat too fast. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here, bro. You're not even an OSS, and you're trying to tell me what to do? Get the fuck out of here, bro. My niggas in OSS can do criticism like that, but you're a fucking nobody, bro. Get the fuck out my shit. Someone said L censorship. It's not censorship, bro. He's here promoting his bitch-ass channel. That's not freedom of speech. Niggas in here trying to promote his sorry-ass channel, bro. I'm good.
Secret.
All right.
And agree to restrictions on their content. So the TLDR here is that this incubator named Chorus was set up by Brian Tyler Cohen, who you guys probably know is a big like resistance creator on YouTube, giant channel, 4 million subscribers, etc. And a guy who used to be an aide for John Yarmouth, who was a congressman from Kentucky. So they set up this thing. And the way they fund it is by taking money from this billionaire-backed dark money super PAC called the 1630 Fund. That fund has spent hundreds of millions of dollars to back Democratic candidates and causes. It's very influential. It's very well known. You can read a bunch of reporting about it. But because it is a dark money group, their donors are kept a secret, okay? So 90 plus Democratic Party aligned influencers were selected for this program. They're paid anywhere from $250 a month, which like y'all are really selling out for the cheap if you're on that plan, but we'll get back to that, all the way up to $8,000 a month. It has everybody from small creators I certainly had never heard of. Granted, I'm not on TikTok that much, so I'm not trying to like besmirch the level of their influence, but all the way up to people like David Pakman, who has a multi-million sub channel, who is already been quite successful and has been around for longer actually than we have. David Pakman's been in this game for a long time, so it's like everybody from the small and the brand new.
And we're going to talk about David Pakman too, because he made a response.
All the way up to the David Pakmans of the world. So specifically, Taylor was able to talk to people who were approached about participating in this program, some of whom were put off by the terms of the contract and said, this is not something that I can be a part of. She was given access to some of the group chats that were flying around between some of the people who did end up in the cohort, who were also expressing concerns about some of the terms of the contract. And she also apparently was able to get her hands on the contract themselves. And so here's specifically what the contracts that it says were viewed by Wired, what they indicated in terms of restrictions on the way these individuals can operate. So according to copies of the contract viewed by Wired, creators in the program must funnel all bookings with lawmakers and political leaders through Chorus. Creators also have to loop Chorus in on any independently organized engagement with government officials or political leaders. So one of the creators who was approached about participating in Chorus said to Taylor, she said, quote, if I want to work with another politician, I have to fully collaborate with Chorus. If I get Zora on and he wants to do an interview with me, I don't want to give that to them. So that was one of the concerns. Also, it says creators in the program are not allowed to use any funds or resources that they receive as part of the program to make content that supports or opposes any political candidate or campaign without express authorization from Chorus in advance and in writing per the contract. So if they want to support a candidate, Graham Plattner, let's say in Maine, they have to get approval from Chorus before they can say anything supportive of any sort of candidate or campaign. In addition, the contracts reviewed by Wired prohibit standard partnership disclosures, declaring that creators will not publicize their relationship with Chorus or tell others that they're members of the program, quote, without Chorus's prior express consent. A screenshot from a slideshow was shared with Wired following this article's publication by Graham Wilson, a lawyer working with Chorus, that offers several talking points if a member of the cohort wanted to discuss Chorus publicly. So they're expressly saying, you can't talk about being in this program, and certainly can't disclose the dark money funding of this program. They also forbid creators from disclosing the identity of any funder and give Chorus the ability to force creators to remove or correct content based solely on the organization's discretion if that content was made at a Chorus organized event. One other piece that I thought was really noteworthy, Sagar, is it also says you are not allowed to criticize any of the other influencers who are part of the Chorus program. So for example, if you have a beef over David Pakman either not saying anything about Gaza, or in the early days of the genocide, he was actively defending Israel.
And if you guys are wondering, David Pakman, he does not talk about Gaza or what's going on in the Middle East at all, which is a big fucking red flag as a Democrat. We all know that the Democrats, something like 90% of them do not support the war in the Middle East.
You have a problem with that, and you're an influencer in this cohort, and you want to talk about it. You are banned from doing that. So you have a combination of a lot of restrictions on the way that you operate, having to run things through this chorus program. You have the forced secrecy around it, that you're not allowed to disclose chorus, and you're certainly not allowed to disclose the funding source of chorus. And then you also, on top of that, have these requirements that they check in, that they go to these daily messaging meetings to, you know, get the view of chorus. And we're going to show you some of the responses from the creators themselves about the revelation that they're part of this program. And, you know, they actually affirm that, yes, much of this is in fact true. They show relevant parts of the contract and then, you know, give reasons why it's not such a big deal and it's not really a problem. But they actually confirm Taylor's reporting here. So this seems pretty rock solid at this point.
Well, okay, so let's put that aside. I think the question is about why.
And guys, there was another scandal that broke out where influencers were getting paid by fucking India. I don't know if you guys heard this, but there's another fucking scandal going on Twitter right now with this shit. Bro, see, this is, bro. Guys, this is why you got to focus on, you know, this is why you got to focus on, like, fucking around with real niggas, bro. Like, a lot of these influencers, man, are not to be trusted, bro. These guys don't fucking, these guys are taking money. They're saying whatever they need to say to take money. Got to follow the real niggas, bro. Here, let me see here. I'll find a tweet for you guys.
This is important. I think it's important not only for the context of what you laid out about specific issues, but it is an incentive and media ecosystem, which is so much worse than allegedly what the Dem and Republican alternative medias were trying to go after. Like, look, we can say a lot of bad things about Jake Tapper, MSNBC, CNN, Fox News. They do not get direct checks cut to them that specifically say you can't criticize X, Y, and Z. They are actually less controlled in this particular way. And so that's what I think I wanted to cover the story early, and I want people to grapple with that, is that in this new ecosystem, just like in the original days of the printing press, it's gone wild. The norms don't exist. Everybody is a creator and a business person. They have not had well-established norms to try and create a firewall, a separation. Probably the most important is nobody is thinking about the downstream consequences of that. Because originally you're like, oh, you know, a couple thousand a month, great. I can pay my bills. I can do this. I don't have to have a second job and all that. But you don't ask what comes next. And, you know, two people who've been in this.
And here's some of the stuff that's going on right now with India. This broke out a couple hours ago. India's always had President Trump's back. If India made a fortune off Russian oil, their margins will show it. They don't, blah, blah, blah. Right? So you see a bunch of people coming out. TC Drano, this guy's also one of them. Gunther Eagleman. Yeah, he's also, I'm pretty sure. Chuck Calesto. Yeah, bro. All these niggas are retards, bro. A lot of these guys are like huge MAGA shills. Like, they will never say anything negative about Trump, bro. That's why you can't trust a lot of these niggas, man. Fucking clown world, man. Fucking clown world. See, that's why I tell you guys, you can't trust anybody that doesn't make fun of Jeets or Asians or any of that other shit. You can't trust them, bro. Niggas are compromised, bro.
This industry now for a long time.
All right, guys, I'm going to end the YouTube stream. It's time to come over to Rumble and Kick only. Let's go.
Fatality.
All right, niggas are ready. You guys know what time it is. We're about to switch over. It's about to get real. I'm going to start being able to talk about what I want to fucking talk about all the way. We're going to talk about the Tatum. Next, we're going to talk about the Tatum shit. We're going to break this down too. So, time to come on over to Rumble or Kick, guys. Time to come over on Rumble or on Kick, and then we're going to cut to OSS. We're not going to be on Rumble or Kick that long either. So, YouTube stream is going down. Gave y'all 3 hours. Of course, we got one retard in here that says, I thought bro quit YouTube. Fucking stupid ass nigga in the YouTube chat. Why do we got so many stupid people in the YouTube chat, bro? It's crazy how dumb some of y'all niggas are in that YouTube chat, bro. God fucking damn, man. Rumble or Kick, guys. Rumble or Kick. Dropping a link in the chat for you guys right now. Mods, spam the Rumble and the Kick link. Spam it, spam it, spam it. Let's get guys in there. Ending the YouTube stream now. Come on over, guys. Shit's about to get real. Shit's about to get real. We're going to cover the Tatum interview and some other shit. Come on over, guys.